Okay.
That's Naomi with all that excitement. They want to bring people and shit. Like I went to go see the venue today and all, but
No, no video. Hang on. I gotta take that off for you.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Sound way better now.
I don't know why, because the mic is positioned right where it was before. So
You sound a lot clearer.
that's
How do
good.
you look so professional? Like where? Like what cameras are these? Your background is all blurred.
Yeah, well, if you have good lighting with the iPhone, you can, you'll have like a good blur in your background. And plus the iPhone and the iMac, it's more they've united even more, like allowing apps to work with each other much more
Uh-huh.
fluently. So this is the iPhone.
You're using your iPhone?
Mm-hmm.
And which iPhone do you have?
It's the 14.
Hmm, that's why. Did you just get that?
No,
Because
I've
didn't
been
you get
having.
a new phone when I came to see you? You got a new phone, and it was a new iPhone. It wasn't the 14 because the 14 didn't come out yet.
When you came to see me, when we went out for dinner.
No, way before then when I came and I spent the night over
Oh yeah,
at
no,
Mark's house.
no, that was the 11.
Oh, okay, that's what I have.
Yeah, and I lost it in Guyana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was
You got money?
I had no. Come on, you already know how it is with phones. Like you go to T-Mobile, you want a jump program, you'll get a phone easy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I at the time I could afford it, and then I went and got a new phone. I got the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra,
Mm-hmm.
and I had that with me in Guyana, but I had it in my suitcase. So when I lost the iPhone, I just
Mm-hmm.
went to the suitcase and got the Note 20 Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I've had that phone for the longest while. I recently sold it and bought this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, but I'm glad that you liked it. This is something I set up like 2 days ago because I wasn't sure what I could do. I knew the phone I could use as a webcam instead of my computer webcam.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is the cleanest that I've ever seen it since I've got on here.
Gotcha.
All right. Hello. Yo, Mark.
Yo,
What's up, bro?
what's up, man?
How you doing?
Hello. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Cool, bro.
All
Yeah,
right.
I was asleep, bro.
You're asleep. No, man, you gotta wake up for this one. I told you. I told you we had conversations recently, and you told me you just haven't been communicating. You know, um, you haven't been communicating much recently because of the environment that you're in. So I understand that, and that and a conversation with my sister earlier inspired me to bring this group together to have a conversation. But this is not about me. Okay, this is about the two people who are here right now. I'm gonna call you Jewelry. Okay, I'm gonna call you Jewelry.
Okay.
Jewelry.
Yeah, Jewelry. Meet Mark. Mark, this is Jewelry.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, Mark, what do you think about my setup, man? Can you see me? Can
Hi,
you hear me?
nice to meet you. You said what?
Hi, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Hey, Mark, I'm getting a lot of feedback coming from you.
For real? I don't know
Yeah.
why, bro.
Okay. Now it's better now.
I did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. I think when we all talk, at the same time.
Oh yeah, probably yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting that feedback. But again, I'm sorry. Mark, meet jewelry. Jewelry, meet Mark. um,
Jewelry. Hold on. I don't know how I feel about jewelry.
okay. Yeah, you wanna?
Um,
We'll stick with Jewel then.
um,
we'll stick.
no, we can change. You want to keep it to Jewel? That's fine. We can keep it to Jewel.
You know what? It's whatever you guys wanna call each other at this point.
Wait, hold up. How about we call each other by our real names?
Okay.
Uh, Mark, this is Jewel. Jewel, this is Mark.
My name is Jewel. How are you, Mark?
Oh, really? Like that for
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, that's my real name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what I did was to help the conversation go in. I kind of curated some questions here,
Mm.
and
Little Q&A. All right. All right.
yeah, to kind of get things off. But before I start asking questions, Jewel, is there anything that you would wanna ask Mark to start off, or Mark, is there anything you would wanna ask her? I know you guys are anonymous right now. You can't see each other, other than the profile photos. Um, so yeah.
I just got one question. Drew, is that your real hair?
Yes, but I no longer have it.
What?
I cut all of my
All
hair
right.
off.
All right, bro. It was nice. It was nice meeting
Yes, that was all of my hair, but I have a very low cut right now. I wanted to do something different, you know?
you. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I seen your profile picture, that's the first thing I noticed and
Yeah.
absolutely fell in love with is your
Oh,
hair.
okay.
Your hair is
I
beautiful.
usually, thank you very much. I usually get that is a common comment and question that I get when my hair was like that was, is that real? And I love your hair. The first thing I notice is your hair. So
Mm.
when I hit 25, I decided that I wanted a change. So I went and I did a big chop. And yeah, I've been cutting it ever since. I still have beautiful hair. It's just shorter.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So you got millions of comments about your hair, and your oh my goodness, your first instinct was to cut it all off.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That.
I would say.
Are
Mhm.
you ever gonna like grow it back out or no?
Yes, I am. I am.
Oh, okay. All
But
right.
for right now, I mean, I like it short. It's easier to maintain. It's not as expensive because my hair like that did cost a lot.
Listen, I would sponsor all your hair products
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh. No, no. And also too, I felt like I looked like a baby when because my hair was always in my face. So, I don't know. You just you get to a certain age and you're like, you know what? Let's make some changes. And that's what I did.
So how long have you been? Has your hair been short? Like years?
Um, yeah, it's been short for years now. Three
About three.
years.
So you're 28.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm.
how old are you?
Oh, no. I don't know if I want to disclose
Be
this.
honest.
I'm,
It's
I'm,
fine. You won't be judged. I
I'm,
won't judge
I'm
you.
so old. I'm about to be 35 in like 2 months.
Oh, that's great. That's
Really?
great.
I thought
Yeah.
you would call me old.
No, I'm not one of those people. I call myself old because I feel because I feel like usually in the spaces that I'm in, I I feel old in my ways and how I perceive things.
Yeah, ain't
Um,
nothing wrong with that.
Usually people my age are not very. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but that's another conversation. But yeah, no, I don't think you're old at all.
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm 29.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. And where are you from? Because I'm hearing an. Are you Guyanese?
You hearing what?
I'm hearing an accent. Are you Guyanese?
Born and raised.
Okay. So am I.
Really?
Mhm.
You know, I
Is that
suspected
hard
it.
to believe?
Nah, because I was.
You hearing what?
Mm, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't think it was Guyanese. I was heading towards like Bayesian.
Why? Why Bayesian?
You just got that rhythm, that Bayesian rhythm. The way they talk.
Well, a lot of other people, a lot of other islands think that we either sound, they either say we're Trini, Bayesian, or Grenadian. So,
I ain't never heard Grenada, but Trini, yeah.
yeah, no, I've heard Grenadian.
Okay, interesting. You Guyanese. So this
Mm-hmm.
is so this is the 592 link up. Yo, rename this group
Mm-hmm.
one time, bro.
Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
already got it.
Mm. So,
Yeah.
where do you work, Mark?
uh, uh, I'm in the military.
Okay,
What about you?
I'm a therapist.
Like behavioral health therapist?
Mm-hmm.
Like really?
Yeah, good guess. I'm a behavioral therapist. I work for children. I work with um kiddos that are on the spectrum. So they come to therapy and they receive ABA services, therapy services, applied behavioral analysis. That's what ABA is.
Mm, that's interesting. Do you love it?
Mhm. I did fall in love with it. Right now, it's just I'm kind of wrestling with whether or not I want to grow in the field or just come out of it completely. Um, cause I'm bored, so I can either go to school and be be like a BCBA, or I can come out of it and excuse me and be a clinical psychologist. That's what I wanted to do from the get go.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Or whatever your dreams are, I think you pursue 'em. I always tell Nikel the same thing. Like, don't tell me about what you want to do, bro. Just go ahead, do it.
Okay.
See what
Yeah.
happens.
All you can do is you can fail, but you know if you fail, you just get up and keep on trying. It's not guaranteed.
All right, all right, all right. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty factual. Like he would always say that to me. Like, stop talking about it. Go out there, do what you got to do. And
Mhm.
to Mark's credit, he's a bit of a motivational speaker.
Okay.
Yeah, I uh, I find his personality to be more on the optimist optimistic side rather than pessimistic, which also helps me. It's all about surrounding yourself with people who add value and encourage you to do what you do. So he's definitely that's definitely a positive about him. Um, but I want us to dive more into our conversation today. Like I said, this is about you guys. I feel like the reason why I decided to bring y'all together, I feel like both people are interested in their own ways. And in our talk today, we get to, learn about that a little bit more. Okay, so Jewel, you said your studies, your work, it is in clinical psychology, if I recall that correctly.
No, that's what I want to pursue. But right now, I am in applied behavioral analysis, ABA.
Awesome. Okay.
Hmm.
And wholeheartedly, because I trust that you're gonna tell us the truth here, right?
Sure.
Do
Hmm.
you love what you do
Um, I do. I don't know how to answer that because
with the truth?
yes, I do love what I do. I do love what I do. I think it's more so the environment that I'm not so loving right now. The company
Mm.
is what I'm not loving, but I definitely believe if I was in a more fruitful environment that I'm given opportunity to grow and learn, then I will most definitely love my job. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So you're currently at a point of where you're building this wall to get, you know, to get somewhere else.
I guess you can say that, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like to make sense of that, building the wall of success. Will Smith talked about that, laying those bricks, brick by brick in order for you to eventually have this wall, a wall that you're proud of, a wall of accolades, basically.
Interesting.
But I mean, it seems as though that's kind of like what we all go through in life, don't you think? You know, they say every level there's another devil. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's every level there's another achievement to capture. Okay. What about you, Mark? What do you do? What are you about?
My bad, bro. I didn't hear that.
What do you do? What do you do for work?
Oh, military dog. Military.
All
In
right.
the military? No. Oh, but I hate my current job. So I'm transitioning pretty soon, next year, July, to IT, which is the field that I love so much. So that's pretty much what I'm working on right now.
Okay. Cool. Cool. That's what's up. How do you feel about psychology?
I
And
think it's awesome, man. In most of our conversations, I see a therapist myself. Uh, Not just because I'm messed up, but I feel like it's pretty beneficial, like just for everyday, like daily life. Like you just it's just somebody to put like have zero. What's the word I'm looking for? Like just that unbiased opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because usually if you talk to like friends and family, they'll always have that sort of like emotional connection to you, so
right.
they'll try their best to either sugarcoat something or pretty much sugarcoat stuff,
Yeah,
except
cause
for me and you.
they
You
they
know
they
how me
want to
and you rock.
protect you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they want
Except
you.
for me and you, though.
Yeah.
um, yeah. So I think it's real beneficial, man. I love it.
Okay. And what about therapy? How do you feel about that? Like, would you, or do you ever see yourself, attending to a therapy session?
Can you not hear me?
No, we can't.
He just said that he goes to therapy, Mikhail.
Oh, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I guess you're a better listener than I am. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Hello.
I guess he was receiving a call and
Okay.
probably got knocked off.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah.
I'll try resending him the. I'm gonna just jump into the questions because I have questions to ask. I think we got off to a pretty decent start there. What you think?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. My first question is gonna be for you.
Shoot.
Hang on one sec.
Even though my camera is off, can you still see me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can see your picture.
Oh no, I'm talking about like my video. Like, so my video is off. Like my camera's off.
Nah, I can't. I can't see you.
Okay.
I can't. And I also have it turned off on my side as well, just in case you may have like slipped and hit the button.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we go.
Hello.
Hey, Mark.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Mhm.
Okay. My bad. I was getting a phone call. I was trying to tell y'all I need to take the call. But I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you. All right,
Okay.
so basically, right now we're gonna jump into some questions, right?
Oh
Um,
yeah. Oh my way.
I'm
Go ahead.
getting a lot of feedback from you, Mark.
It's because we all have sounds coming in at the same time.
No, it's just you now.
No, bro. If you look at the screen, it shows you where sounds are coming from, and they're all highlighted.
Okay, I see. Jewel, whenever he's talking, your sound bar is popping up.
That's weird. I don't know why. One moment.
I don't know. Do you have it on speaker?
No. I mean, yeah, cause it's a it's like a video call, so it's not gonna be like on through the audio. Like, is that making sense?
Uh, yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. 1 second. Call
And it should be straight now.
Is
Oh,
it
never
better?
mind. No, I can. It's an echoing. That's the problem.
Is it still echoing on my end?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I can hear myself back.
Hmm. I don't know.
Did you change
Would
anything?
you? I didn't change a thing.
Hmm.
Would you like me to hang up?
Yeah. I'll send you a
Okay.
link.
Okay. Bye.
Yo, she is gorgeous.
Yeah, I told you. I
Bro,
told
but
you.
bro, literally, like her hair is the first thing I fell in love with. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, her hair is beautiful.
Yeah, but she's good with a shortcut too. She's good with a shortcut. She's actually she I think she told me she's growing it back out. So maybe you'll catch on at that point.
Hello.
Yeah, you're back.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better on my side. What about you, Keen? You good?
I mean, I'm good regardless.
All right. Okay, so let's jump into this question, guys. All right, first question for Joel.
Mm-hmm.
What is your biggest turn off?
Mm.
My biggest turn off in a relationship.
Yes.
Um. mm,
In a relationship, it could be with people, you know.
it can be platonic.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Biggest turn off is people that um when they're in certain spaces they're trying to be something else.
Mm-hmm.
Um That's a turn off for me. I immediately perceive that as okay, I can't really trust you because you don't really know who you're trying to either you're figuring out who you are or you don't know who you are, so you're trying to identify with the people that are around you. Whether that's for validation of yourself or whatever the case might be. It's not for me to figure out. I just know as an outsider, if I see
Hmm.
you're moving one way and then in another setting you're moving another way, and if we're alone you're a
Hmm.
completely different person, then I don't think you can be, I wouldn't be comfortable enough to trust you. So that's a turn off, and that's friendship and
Relationship.
romantically, yeah, relationship. Hmm.
Got you. Yo, Mark, you got anything to say to that?
No, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I agree with her on that.
Okay. All right. I agree with her to an extent. Um, because something you might not be aware of, and I would want to get your response to it too. Is that when you know how they say there's a time and a place for everything.
Hmm.
Okay. So if let's say let's say you have a church, right? And you have this girl that lives down the street that doesn't go to church at all. But you want her to come to your church. You want her to sit there. You want her to pay attention. Um, and she comes, and the neighborhood knows this girl to be crazy, right? Like she wilds out. She's ratchet. She's all of that. And she comes to your church, and she is behaving that way. She is herself 100%. The lawlessness and like just the how she communicates with people, and you know I mean, me personally, I'll feel some type of way because I invited that person in, and I didn't think that they would come and kind of disrupt what was going on. And then too, it also reflects back on you. Like, to be fair, you wouldn't act the same way at work the way you would with your family or friends.
um
I'm just.
that's that's something completely different. That's like adhering to like social cues. Obviously,
Mm,
when you're in church, there's an expectation that that's held in certain spaces. Of course, I'm not saying if you go to how you are when you're in the club and in the bar, that's how you're going to be in the library. That's I think that's obvious. Um, but when I say that you're a different person, that means your the things that you're saying is different. Like you're a completely different person. Not your behavior is necessarily like if I'm having a conversation with you and we said, "Oh, we agreed if we're alone and we agreed 1 + 1 = 2." When
mm-hmm.
we're in a group with people, they say, "No, man, 1 + 1 = 4." And you're like, "Yeah, yeah, I always thought 1 + 1 = 4." That's completely different from what you're saying.
Okay,
You get what I'm saying?
so you're a type of person that doesn't like you don't you don't like spontaneous or spontaneity in
I think what
people.
she's trying to say is like the people that like just follow the. Okay, so
Yeah, that follows
I
the
I know
crowd.
I know I know exactly what she's talking about because I've done it
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we've all done
personally.
it.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like you following the crowd. Like, okay, when behind closed doors, you and her are having
Mhm.
certain conversations, but then you get around friends or whoever, and then
Mhm.
it's like a complete switch up. Like the
Mhm.
things that you say that you used to like or whatever, because somebody say, "Oh, I don't really mess with that." Eventually,
Mhm.
now you're like, oh yeah, me
Okay,
neither, cause blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
I got that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
And yes,
I
we
needed
all
to,
have
I'm
done
sorry,
it.
but I wanted a little bit more clarity into that. But I get what you're saying.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right, I didn't mean to hold you guys up. What about you, King? Same
Nah,
question
you good.
applies to you too, bro.
My biggest turnoff,
Yeah.
just I got a lot, but I think my biggest one would be uh just be honest about everything, your intentions and all that. Just don't lie or try to cover
Hmm.
or sugarcoat anything. Like just be straight up and honest. Like have your words match your actions. Essentially ties into what she was saying.
Okay, not even a little lie?
Mm.
Nah, bro.
No.
I can't. The white
What?
lies, all that, because the white lies turn into to more, bro. It's like a snowball effect.
Hmm. Okay.
So I don't believe in it because always like I'm always gonna be honest with you, whether it I don't care if it hurts you or what, but my mom always told me, kill me with the truth, then comfort me with a lie. So that's what I like. I solely live by that for real. Like that's how I earn my respect as a man. Honestly,
Oh,
you
Mm.
either gonna respect my honesty or keep it pushing.
dope,
I
dope.
have a comment to that.
Go ahead.
How do you I mean obviously I agree with that. I mean no one wants to be a liar or want to I can't say no one wants to be a liar. Some people love lying, but we're not talking about them. But how do you feel about, people that are just assholes and they kind of put on this veneer of, well, I'm just honest. How do
So that
you, how do
cocky
you,
kind
how do
of
you,
yeah, I know I know exactly what you're talking about.
mm,
Um,
what do you think? How do you decipher? Okay, he's being honest. Yeah, that kind of hurt because, he's being truthful versus someone that's just blatantly being an asshole. And it's not about being honesty at that point, about being honest at that point. It's about hurting your feelings and trying to
so
make you
I was
feel like
about
they're
to say
being
that.
honest. Hmm.
Hmm. So one thing I have learned a lot of times when people are like that, I take a step back. I don't
Hmm.
respond right away, and I focus on like their intentions rather than what they're saying exactly.
Okay. How often do you know what their intentions are? That's not always clear.
I have a pretty good judgment of character when it comes to people because I don't I'm the type to I'm always like the quiet one in the room because I observe everybody before
Speak.
yeah, like
Hmm.
before I decide that I'm gonna make a connection with somebody, I sit back and I observe. And a lot of times if I'm in a social setting, they always be like, "Why you not saying nothing? Why come on?" Like I don't. I'm gonna be in the social crowd, but I'm at the same time like I'm physically there, but mentally I'm like reading the room and everybody.
Yeah, that's me as well. That's me.
So that's
My
how I'm
best.
really able to
Hmm.
decipher. And I'm not saying 100% of the times I'm right, but
Hmm.
about a good 95% of the time,
When
I
is
can
your
tell
birthday?
the same as Brother Bob.
What is Brother Bob? Who's
You
Brother
don't know who
Bob?
Brother what?
Who is Brother Bob?
The great Bob Marley?
Oh my goodness gracious. You couldn't just you couldn't just say Bob
I was
Marley.
trying
You
to
had
figure
to
that
say
one out too.
you had to say brother Bob. Like I know who you talking about.
But
I
that's what
don't know.
most
I'm
people refer
sorry.
to
I
him
don't know
as.
when is Bob Marley's birthday. When is Bob Marley's birthday?
It's in February.
It's in February. What date's in
Hmm.
February?
February 6th.
February 6th. Okay, what sign is that? If you know.
Aquarius. Of course I know.
Aquarius. Okay, cool. No, some people don't believe in it, so they're like, I don't know what sign that is.
I don't believe in it, but
So,
I know what I am.
okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Hold up. What about you?
September 18th.
Okay, 3 days after my dad.
Mm, okay. I'm a Virgo.
Mm,
Huh?
mm,
Do you get along with your father?
mm, mm, mm.
No, that's
I mean,
okay.
we do. Our relationship just got rocky, but that's a conversation for another day.
No worries. I'm curious though, before we move on, I'm not to cut you, Nikhil. I always, everyone that has like a relationship with a Virgo, I always like to ask them,
Mhm. Go
like,
ahead.
you know, what do you like and what do you dislike about that Virgo person? Because oftentimes there's similar traits that I have. So I'm just curious to hear. So what is it about your dad? It doesn't, you don't have to get into specifics, but
My dad is very stubborn within
that's
his.
me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
He's
that's the number
stubborn,
one thing that I just don't like. Like, there's no like it's his
wiggle
way or the
room.
highway.
Yeah, that's often the case. Do you know where that stems from?
His childhood.
Yeah, I mean, for majority of us, but not Virgos, but just everybody in general, how we socialize and how our relationships, how we maneuver in our relationships as adults. A lot of it stems from what happened as children. But
Hmm.
as I'm talking about that stubbornness, are you saying from childhood, like his environment or like what he's experienced growing up? That's why he's so stubborn, or is
Is
that what you mean?
so one thing I've realized about my dad, because I have this trait also,
Okay.
is you care
Mm-hmm.
about people to the point where you kind of lose yourself.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And the same people that you would give, like literally rip out your heart and give
Mm-hmm.
it to you, are the same ones that turn around
And
and
stab you.
hell, damn near kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it just with everything that he's been through, and
Mm-hmm.
most of it has been family members.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has driven him to pretty much be the way that he is, to be honest.
Gotcha. A very guarded man.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Got it.
he's overly protective about his faith. Like everything about him is just overly protective. Like
Mm.
there's no like he built this wall,
Mm-hmm.
and there is nothing that can destroy that wall.
Yeah, because he's protecting himself. That's how he has learned to cope and protect himself. Um, because behind that wall is a very, very vulnerable man. And the world is not too kind to vulnerable men.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
All right, Nikhil, your cue. You can go ahead.
Oh, okay. I was just doing some research here because I'm
So
not.
in other words, you didn't listen to it,
No,
to
I
nothing
was
that we
I was
said.
listening.
And
I
then you're
have
gonna
my
come back
head.
and ask the same questions that we just answered.
No, no, no. I'm listening to you guys clearly. It's just I'm not big into astrology, but like it's
We
always
weren't even on astrology. See, that's how I know you ain't listening.
what? No, I was looking in the horoscopes, Virgo horoscope,
Mm-hmm.
to get a
What
little
did
bit.
they say? What did they say about Virgos, Nikhil?
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't really. That's just information for me. I'm just trying to follow along
Mm.
here and pick up, you know, certain cues to see if they align with what it is that I'm reading. But I mean, there's a lot of information here, a lot of sections. Love, health, professional, career, personality.
Go to relationship. Is relationship there?
Let's
Non-existent.
see. I have personality. Yeah, there's relationships.
So what it is? What does it say for relationship
It
Virgos?
it doesn't say relationship. It says love.
Okay, what does love say?
All right, one second.
I have my entire chart downloaded on my phone.
Oh, so you're big into astrology.
I'm not, but I had a friend in college who was really big into astrology, and then she was like, give me your time of birth and your place of birth." And
The
then I
time.
gave her I yeah, you got to get the time, because it's not just Virgo. There's different signs that you're made up of a bunch of different signs. You're not just one sign. But um your sign that you were born on your birthday, that's one sign. That's a sign that people usually ask you about. Then you have a different sign for how you communicate. You have a different sign for relationships, a different sign for a bunch of different aspects of you, right? So I have a lot of Virgo, Scorpio, and Cancer in my chart, is what she said. And when she told me this, I'm like, girl, I don't know what none of that means. And that's when she broke everything down to me. And I just saved it in my notes. So, and it's kind of spot on, if I would say so. But you know, I won't hold it as gospel. I'll say that.
Okay, okay, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. But what does it say, Nicole?
Okay, it says here. One second. Let me just remove this real quick. Uh, it doesn't have. It doesn't show me general information. Uh, so the information that it has here is based on the day. Um,
Okay.
but it reads, beware today that you are not nagging your partner for any reason. Excessive negativity and or explaining to your partner could be one reason why your partner seems somewhat distant from you lately. Your words have an impact on your partner, and if you use too many of them, the other person may start to tune you out. Be careful on this issue today. So
Okay.
that,
So it's just based off of like the current date today. Okay, okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah,
that's what it's
them
saying.
daily horoscopes.
Not in general. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let me see. I'm navigating through the website to get some general info, but no,
It's
it's
okay.
not
I
giving
think
me.
I have it. One second.
Dope. That was a pretty dope conversation there. Okay. See, we all getting well. You guys are getting to know each other. I'll just jump into the next question here.
Okay.
And who turn would this be? Who turn? I believe
I
I.
went first, so it's Mark's turn now, I believe.
Alrighty, Mark. Let's see here. All right, Mark. You ready for this one, bro? Do you prefer cuddling or kissing?
Oh shoot, my mic was muted. My bad. Cuddling.
Cuddling. Okay. And Jill,
For me, um,
kissing.
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of situational. It's kind of like based off of by the person. Um, there's some people that are horrible kissers, so
So you would rather cuddle instead of kissing them.
I would rather cuddle. If you're not a good kisser, I think kissing is very, very intimate. I do like kissing, but if you're not a good kisser, then that kind of ruins the whole thing. So I think you can't really mess up cuddling, can you?
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's
Okay, go
say,
How?
ahead,
How
Chris.
do you mess up cuddling?
let's
A
say
boner.
that the
That doesn't,
person,
anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mark.
let's say that your person was
Mm-hmm.
a pretty good kisser.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, you would prefer kissing.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Why?
would. Pardon?
Why?
Why? I don't know. They're both intimate, but I think for me, I don't know. I like to kiss. I always, even my kids at work, like I'm always giving them kisses. Like I just like kissing. So I don't know what the connection is for me.
Hmm.
But in my relationship, I love, and it doesn't have to be like mouth to mouth kissing. Like I love giving random kisses, like on their hand or their forehead. Um, yeah, I don't
That
know.
forehead kiss, man. I tell
Yeah,
you.
I love forehead kisses.
Okay.
I love to give forehead kisses.
Okay.
Yeah, cuddling. I do like cuddling, but I feel like I don't know, cuddling kind of like I get overwhelmed with cuddling quickly. Like I get hot or like I need to move. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
I can't cuddle for a long time.
Maybe you just ain't
Kissing.
had a good cuddler.
Okay. I would say I had a good cuddler. I enjoy cuddling. I don't want to make it seem like I don't. I enjoy cuddling. Um, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Okay.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, I meant for it to be a pretty straightforward question.
Yeah, I mean, I
It
feel like I'm talking in circles, but yeah, go
I just
ahead.
wanted, I just wanted to know why. That's all. But I got
Did
you. I
I
got
answer the question?
you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
No, okay, Nicole, sounds
I
like I didn't.
I mean, like I said, it was meant to be a pretty straightforward question. It's either or, like,
And I
you
said
know,
kissing. I stand on kissing.
you
Okay.
stand on kiss it.
I stand on kissing.
All
Yes.
right,
You
that's
see, that's
nice.
that's what I
That's
needed because
nice.
she
Yeah,
was going back and forth between the two based on the situation. So I
yeah.
needed to.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
kissing, point blank, period,
Kissing.
bam,
Kissing.
kissing.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Kissing. Mhm.
All right, all right, all right. Okay. So I'll jump into another question here for you guys. Let's see. It's Jewel's turn.
Mhm.
Would you ever have a sugar daddy?
Before I answer this question, what is the motivation? Why these questions that you're asking?
Well, I mean, you guys are getting to know each other
Okay.
here, so I think the question kind of it indirectly gives answers about the individual. You know,
Okay.
however
The
you
mindset.
right, yeah, the mindset,
Hmm.
the type of person. I mean, you guys could be asking each other certain questions that is
Okay.
not direct, but it answers other things for you. So that's what I'm trying to help here by asking these questions. It kind of gives an idea
A
of what
broader
this
scope of
person,
the person.
right? Well, what they're into, what they would be down for, what they're not. You know, what do you stand on, what do you not. Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, I feel personally that we're getting somewhere.
You do. Okay.
Yeah, I do. I do. I mean, I'm learning about you. I'm learning about Mark.
Okay.
Um, so hopefully you guys are learning something about each other too. I'm not sure. But
Mm.
that's why I have this platform. That's why I wanna keep this conversation going. I'm not gonna keep it going for very long. I think I'm gonna close it off like around 9 o'clock because
Oh,
I know.
that's just now.
Boy, that's in 10 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking you guys have stuff to do later on or
I ain't got nothing to
tomorrow.
do but sleep.
Yeah.
All
No, I
right,
don't have anything to do.
then that's dope. Then
All
Um.
right, go ahead. Time extended.
go ahead.
So no, I don't believe you're asked. What was the question? If I would have one?
Yeah. Would you ever have a sugar daddy?
No, no, I would not have a sugar daddy.
Okay, why not?
Um, I'm not a person that likes to deal in relationships in like a transaction in a way of a transaction. Um,
Isn't that
and
what relationships are?
no,
It's not
there's
Hold on.
transactional.
give and take, but
Let the girl answer the question, no, man.
thank
All
you
right,
very
my bad, my
much.
bad.
Thank you very much, Mark. He know. Listen, when me and him are alone, I just have to get on this boy because this is a type of anyway. Um.
Hey, at
Anyway,
least you know I'm me here. Okay.
yeah, because I just
Yeah.
so no. A healthy relationship is not transactional. It's not. There is give and take. There is complementary. There's an interdependency, not a codependency. I feel like once you have a relationship that's transactional, um, it's in terms of sugar daddy and sugar baby, you are you're nothing but an object to him, and he's nothing but a piggy bank to you. So I think that you no longer see the people as the person as a person, and you see what more you can get out of that person. And that's never I don't have my relationships with people like that. So I wouldn't want to have the relationship with a man that I am sleeping with to be like that.
I mean,
Go ahead, King.
nah. Was that it?
Yeah, I'm done.
Go ahead, Mark.
Are you calling him Akeem?
Mark.
Okay, I thought I heard you say Akeem just now. Go ahead.
Um. So yeah. I mean, so the purpose of a sugar daddy is to not be in any kind of like committed relation. It's not even a relationship really, because I know some guys really that be like, hey, let me just be your sugar daddy. Um, I'll take you places, I'll take you shopping, blah blah blah. Some of them just want that company. There's that companionship kind of.
Hmm.
This call will end in 10 minutes, bro. Where you on?
We're on Meet, Google Meet.
No, I meant like, what is you doing? Like, why is it gonna end in 10 minutes?
I don't have a premium plan.
Oh, so it's only an hour? All right, cool. So yeah, so a lot of times you don't have to sleep with them or anything like that. It's just that they want that female companion, and most of the time they just choose younger females to do that with, just to
Hmm.
boost their ego.
Yeah, that's the people that you know, but um, usually in those type of arrangements, there's always there's I will always have to pay in some way. If he's giving me money, I have to pay him back in some way. So it might not be sex, but it might be my time, and I don't know. I just morally for me, I can't do it. I don't even if I having sex is not a requirement, but like I don't know.
It's
We
okay. You just
take
don't want to use
trips.
people.
I don't want to do that. No, 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 no.
That's honorable. That's honorable.
Yeah, I don't feel right about doing stuff like that. And I don't know. In my mind, I'm very. I maybe it's another Virgo trait. I overcomplicate things. I overanalyze things. Overthink things. So
Now that
in
sounds like
his
a Scorpio
mind,
thing.
pardon.
I said that sounds like a Scorpio thing.
Oh no no no. In my mind, I'm not gonna look at things so surface like, oh, he just want to talk. Let me just spend some time with him. In my mind, I'm gonna be thinking a lot more than that. Like, okay, what does he want from me? But maybe this can turn into something else. He might ask me for something physical later. Like, what if he's asking me for something that I can't give him? Then what happens? So
Okay.
yeah, I don't want to put myself in a position like that.
Okay. I respect it.
Dope. Okay. Well, since we only have what probably 8 minutes left of this call, and don't worry, guys. I mean, as
Just
I.
recreate another link and call us back. Problem solved. Continue.
Oh, true. Okay. Because I was about to say that we'll definitely I'll definitely have this subscription where we can you know
Before, so I actually, because I told you, Nikhil, when you
hmm
asked me to do this, I was like, okay, I want to prepare or whatever.
hmm
And you told me we'll be talking about relationships.
right.
I have some questions that I would like to ask if, as well, if that's okay.
Please do go right ahead.
Okay,
Wait,
because
ask me
I
or just ask us in general?
ask ask both of you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay,
Mhm.
sure, I can jump in.
Do
Oh,
you
she
want
about
to
to take
ask your
over the
question
interview.
first, or like I can ask on the second call, or do you want me to
No,
just
no, no.
ask
Go ahead.
now?
Go ahead and ask.
Okay. My first question to Mark and then Nikhil, you can answer after, is what is your definition of confidence?
Confidence.
Mm-hmm. And do you believe that you're confident? Do you believe you're a confident man?
hmm
Damn. I have never been asked that question a day in my life.
Me neither.
Really?
Nah, like
Interesting.
you
You've
just
never
like
been asked that by a
when I say my
woman.
world just stopped, like my brain just crashed.
Hmm.
Yeah, bro.
Interesting.
No, like that's deep.
That is
That's deep.
very
I like it.
interesting. Okay.
So
Hmm.
I'm not cocky, so I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
be like, oh, I'm a this big, strong, confident man. No, I have my times where I am,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I am not so confident based
Right.
on base. It's just situational. It's situational.
Okay. Okay. So um these situations where you're up and then you're down, what are you measuring it by? Is basically what I'm asking. So if I to
I guess
ask you,
my
what is
expertise
confidence
in
for
that.
you?
So confidence. Hmm.
That's okay. You can have time to think about it. Mikhail, do you have an answer?
Yeah, I need some time for this one.
That's okay. I had to take some time to ask to answer it too.
You're asking for the definition.
I'm not asking for a definition. I'm asking for your
Okay,
definition.
because I just pulled it up on Google, but okay.
Yeah, I know. I know that's what you're asking.
Yeah,
I
no, no.
I
I
saw
know
it.
the definition of confidence, but I don't need that. I need to know what it means for you. What does that mean to you? And do you think that you're a confident man?
Okay, I think that's a pretty fair question.
Excuse me.
All right, let's see. All right, hang on 1 second.
Bro.
I'm trying to get this thing right. Okay, there we go. Confidence. It is It is not being braggadocious, but humble. Um, it is being well aware of my environment and it's being well aware of my environment and making calculated decisions in order to get the best outcome out of a out of any situation. uh Confidence, it is ego, it is having an ego but having humility at the same time. I think that is very important because sometimes we could be so confident in ourselves and we get ahead of ourselves. We can't see anything else or anyone else or want to explore any other train of thought, because we're so sure within what we know already. So confidence is definitely a driving factor in much of what I choose to pursue in my life. Um,
Mm.
and I think it's very important when you're a child, that parents, instill that within you by letting you know that, hey, anything you put your mind to, you can accomplish. Outlining certain things about self, about that child, that makes them unique. um just certain disciplines that helps reinforce that within oneself, and based off of what was reinforced, what was placed inside of me and my experiences in life, I'm able to display a confidence that I don't think it's rooted in arrogance. um so yeah, that's what confidence is to me.
Okay. Well, before I respond, the call is about to end in under a minute.
Okay,
So I don't want to start a conversation and then it just cuts us in the mid off.
that's
So,
that's fine. I'll go ahead and end this and bring everyone back in.
okay, cool.
All right. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. There we go. There's Mark.
Me are over the woman of faith, love you, son.
All right.
Oh, and we're back. Oh, so we doing cameras now? Oh, never mind.
We're not doing cameras.
All right.
Um,
So we are good to go.
hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, I think it's Mark's turn.
No, she was about to say something.
Go ahead, Mark. Do you have your definition
Not
of
really, but
what
I
it
guess
means to
confidence for
you?
me
It's
is
okay.
like knowing that I can walk into a room.
Mhm.
So you ever let me cut this light off real quick. So have you ever, has someone ever walked into a room and you can just feel like,
Their presence.
yeah.
Mhm.
So for me, like being in the military, a lot of times when I walk into a room,
Mhm.
a lot of people really like stop what they're doing and like acknowledge like my presence. Um, so for me, it's like confidence is knowing that I can step into a room and have everybody's attention. Um,
Got it.
and confidence also for me is like it comes with knowledge and experience because like I said, I'm not cocky, so I'm not gonna go into something not knowing what I'm talking about. Because some people are pretty good with their words. Like they will sell you a whole dream. They'll make you
Mhm.
believe that the sky is red, even if you know it's blue.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like for me, if I have to have knowledge about something for me to be confident about it.
Mhm.
That's just the short version of of it.
Okay. Okay. So, question to you, and then I'll get to you, Nikhil, and then I'll give my response. But what happens to your confidence when you walk into a room and no one acknowledges you? Is your confidence affected?
Is only affected to us. The only thing that let me see. So it affects it, but not drains it like to zero.
Mhm. Mhm.
It'll
Mhm.
pretty much motivate me to. It'll pretty much motivate me to gain that confidence in that room that I stepped into, and there was like nothing. Nobody paid attention. Nobody acknowledged that I was there. I
Mhm.
will I will do what I have to do in order
To
to
get that
yeah.
attention. Okay. That more so sounds like validation for me to me. Um which is what is often like misconstrued with confidence. Um but for my definition of confidence is like an understanding and an acknowledgement of of my capabilities. It's like I have a self of worth and a value that for myself that's not connected to external things. So whenever I'm in a situation like the example I gave, if I walk into a room and I feel like I'm a part of the wallpaper and no one is seeing me, um, then that's like an opposition against my that's an opposition to my confidence, right? You start to question yourself. But if you understand and you can acknowledge, hey, I am I am who I am. I am deserving of whatever. I'm deserving of validation, or I'm deserving of what affirmation, then um then other people's reactions should not change how I feel. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes total sense to me. I agree with you.
Okay. My second part to that question is, do you believe that confidence is different for men versus women?
In what aspect? Like just overall?
In yeah, overall, what confidence mean or what it looks like for men, is that different for what confidence looks like for women? Or we're all confident in the same way?
No, there's definitely. I mean, it just. I don't think it's the same.
Hey,
I
Keem, are
think
you
it's different.
busy doing something right now?
What?
I don't know because I'm hearing a lot of movement on your side. You're going in and out.
Julie, you got that problem too?
I hear yeah, I do hear movement, yeah.
Oh, I'm in the kitchen. My bad. All right, let me sit down.
Thank you, sir.
My food is just going to wait. Okay. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, I do think confidence is different between men and women. For a man, a lot of our confidence is more so ego driven.
Mm.
Um,
Why? Why is it ego driven? Where? Why? Yeah. Why is that ego driven?
it's just the cards that we were dealt. Um,
Okay.
I don't know.
Your
Like
confidence
for
is
men, I feel like
ego
men just have to
driven.
work so much harder
Mm.
for
Mhm.
like I said, for like people to see them, respect
Mhm.
them.
Mhm. That
Yeah.
kind of ties into my following question, but yeah.
Whereas what I've noticed, and I can only really
Mhm.
speak for like what I've experienced and what I've
Mhm.
been seeing around like in my environment. Whereas the women could just walk into a room and like everybody's
Mhm.
like, yo, you see her, especially like if she's pretty. Like if you're not on the let me see, let me put it on a rating scale. If you're like a 5 and below,
Mhm. Mhm.
you probably gonna have to work your way up as the way that men do. But if you're like a
Mhm.
6 and above,
Mhm.
things are kind of like just
Handed to
given.
you.
Yeah, it's like it's easy. Like I know a lot of pretty girls that have don't know what struggle looks like just
Okay.
based on the fact that they have a cute face or a nice body or whatever the case is. Whereas
Okay.
to men, it's like you can be cute or handsome or whatever, but you
Mhm.
still have to work twice as hard. Like you might not have to work as hard as a average looking fat
Mhm.
guy, but you still have to bring something. Like the-
Yeah, that's
your
because
pretty
our
face or whatever is not gonna be enough for your life to just be easy.
for sure. Because I mean, and for men, they value something different in women versus women. Like we're not
Hmm.
looking for a man to be cute and he looks good. We're looking for a man that can protect and provide. So if you're cute and you're broke, or if you're cute and I can't um, rely on you to protect and lead me and like future family,
Hmm.
then we're just gonna wither away because you can't step up to the plate. Versus men, they're drawn to an attractive woman because most likely your children will be attractive. You will have good looking children, healthy children. Um, I think that that's what the our value in each other is just different. So you can't expect um, basically men to just be cute and then that's enough. Because yeah, you're not even going to survive in society, not even speaking relationship wise.
Yeah,
In
just yeah.
society, you're
Hmm.
just not even going to survive,
Exactly.
right? So, any comments, Nicole, or no? Do you see a
In regards to what exactly?
do you see a difference? Do you think that there's confidence looks different for, or it means something different to a man versus a woman?
Absolutely yes.
Okay, what is that difference?
Um, I think there's much more of a burden on men
Mhm.
to perform. I
Mhm.
think a man, as much as they're trying to change the narratives nowadays you know to make it seem as though men and women are on this equal scale
Mhm.
within their relationship. I think a man is the representative, um, is the hierarchy within his family, within his company, um, and the
He's the top of that hierarchy, is what
well,
you're saying.
right. He's at the top. Thank you for that. He's at the top of that hierarchy. His woman
Mhm.
represents him
Mhm.
when she's out there uh, displaying her confidence
Mhm.
or her
It's tied to him.
right. It's tied to him, his structure. Because when men look at other men, if me and Mark wanted to go into business with each other, and he comes up to me, and we're having a discussion about his work and whatnot, and then his lady shows up and she's, going back. She's trying to talk to him about something that has to do with home or something that she saw with him at the event, or just anything that may embarrass him. And depending on how he deals with that situation, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to deal with that situation right there and then. But depends on how he deals with that situation, that gives me more of an insight into the the person that I'm dealing with,
Going into business with.
that I may be going into business, or that I'm considering going into business with. So,
Interesting.
like, even her bringing that situation up at the event, it's it kind of puts me in a position to think, hey man, you don't seem like you have much
Your
control
household
over.
under control.
Exactly, right? I don't think this woman respect you very much, because if she did, she probably would have stuck it out until after this, because this
Hmm.
must be important to you, you know.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, I think there's there's definitely a difference there. Not to
Okay.
discredit, a woman's confidence. There's
Not at all. I'm
a
not a
woman's
feminist. You
confident.
don't need
Yeah, a
to.
woman confident. It shines. Don't get me wrong. It shines, but it shines in other areas as opposed to, certain ones. If we're
So,
talking
Yeah, time
about
and
in
place.
competition with the man.
okay. I was saying I'm not a feminist, so you don't have to like backpedal and
Oh
and
no,
include
you're not.
women in everything. So it's okay.
You're not. But someone listening to this, or someone that
Yeah, the
may.
general public. Yeah.
Right, the general public, they're gonna. So I have to give clarity to what
You
it
have
is
to
that
give
I'm saying.
disclaimers. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I agree. I agree in a sense that um somewhat females, like when we're born valuable,
Hmm.
and male, you guys, you kind of have to prove your way as you grow. You have to prove your value. Like you have to earn it, you know? And by you earning that value, that's how you you build your confidence. That's why um, when I asked the question, I felt it was so funny.
Hmm.
It was surprising that no woman have ever asked you that, especially a woman that you've been with, because um, for me, that is the main one of the main pillars I'm looking at in a man. If I'm trying to entertain a relationship with him, um, if your confidence is not there and if it's tied to material things, then um, you're not the man for me. Now, if you're confident in other ways and if you're confident spiritually, then we talking, then we cooking with gas, like we say at home. So yeah, any questions for me from either of you
In regards to confidence,
in regards to anything that we just talked about?
no, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Mark, what about you?
So when you said being confident
hmm
materialistically, what exactly do you mean?
hmm I mean that you you tie your confidence to achievements. Like, all right, I'm a man because okay, I graduated from here. I have this car. I have this
Oh,
house. I
okay.
make
Got you.
this X amount of money. So I'm a confident man. That's not what that means.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, got you.
Right.
Shit, I got turned off when you was explaining. Like,
Turned off in what way?
because that's not. I'm with you on that one. That's not a confident person.
No, you
I
just
hate
have
people that does
a
that
lot of
because
things.
I have a lot of those in the military, especially when it comes to the officers. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
went to the West. What is some whatever college, and they just cocky but in reality, it's
Mhm.
like, bro, I can outsmart you easily because you're only book smart,
Okay.
and you think that that's gonna take you so far in life, and that's everything. And
Mhm.
yeah, okay, I got what you're saying. I deal with
Mhm.
them on a daily basis.
Yeah, those are not so smart people. They hide behind all of those things because
Well,
when you
I
take
got
all of
people
those
that think
things
they're
away,
confident because they got food.
I'm sorry.
No, I was saying I was just thinking out loud because I got people that think that they're confident or they like just so above everybody else because they got 20 pairs of Jordans, and I'm just like, bro, what?
Okay. Yeah, we're not talking about those.
All
Okay.
right.
Mhm.
Okay, so can I continue with the questions?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay. All right, let's see what we have here. Whose turn is it? I believe it is Mark's turn.
No, bro, I went twice.
Okay. D- Well, the last question, yeah, the last question was for you, bro. Okay. Um, hmm. Name three. Name three of your body parts that you like the most. Jewel, this one is on you.
Three part of my body parts that I like the most:
Yes.
my hair,
Yes, ma'am.
my my teeth, and my butt. That's it.
That was like the grand finale, bro. Like
Yo, Key, why, yo, Mark, why did you laugh so hard?
that came because that was like the grand finale, dog. Like
Yeah.
she
I started
it was
from
like
the
a
top
drum
to
roll
the
and everything
bottom.
before.
Yeah. That was very intentional. I'm happy you caught that, Mark.
All right, same question to you, bro.
Bro, I ain't never really looked at my body. Hold up. Let me find a mirror real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
All right, you
All
know
right.
what? You know what? Uh, three body parts that you're insecure about.
My nose. I don't really have nothing that I'm insecure about besides my nose, bro.
What about them kneecaps?
But I mean, they ashy, but a little lotion, they be getting there.
Yeah, okay, that's two. And
Hold
what
up.
else? There
I
gotta
ain't
be
never said
something
my
else.
kneecap.
I
You
love
said
how
my
you
kneecap.
just gave him the mindset
Right.
that
Like,
he's insecure. Nicole, you sound like you're projecting here. Is it your kneecaps that you don't like?
right.
I think it's your kneecaps.
I'll be honest with you guys. If I see my kneecaps, actually, man, I'm not going any. I'm driving back home. I could be. If I'm an hour away from my home, I'm stopping in at a CVS somewhere to get some oil, some
All right,
lotion to
hold on.
take
I
care
got
of
it.
that.
I got it. Three
That
body parts that I like.
Mhm.
My
mm-hmm.
eyebrows, because I always get compliments on it.
Mhm.
My hello.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, so my eyebrows, my abs, and my V cut.
Okay.
Your V cut.
Bro, please tell me you don't you know what a V cut is.
I don't. What's a V cut?
Oh my god. I don't want to explain that to you, bro.
Explain, Mark. Explain what a V cut is.
She doesn't know what's a V cut.
I know what a
She's
V cut
well
is.
aware of a V cut. The smirk that she did, she knows exactly what a
I
V
know
cut is, bro.
exactly what a V cut is.
What's a?
Is that bottom part of your abdomen
Oh, okay,
that
okay.
go
Yeah,
golly, bro.
yeah. Okay, I got you. I got you.
It's okay, Mark. It's okay.
Yeah. Yours, yours
It's
is
okay.
yours is probably more defined than mine's,
Mm,
but
bro,
I'm
I don't know.
I'm working
Probably.
on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Ah.
All right, so let's jump into another question here.
Wait, hold on. Because what are you insecure about, Jewel?
Me, I'm insecure about my toes.
All right, she got you.
Um, hmm. Let me see. I'm insecure about my boobs and my back. That's weird. But yes, my back.
Oh, she got the hairy back,
No,
the
I
Wookie back.
don't. No, I don't. I don't. I don't.
What's going on?
So you
Toes.
would never let your partner
Mhm.
suck your toes.
Mm, mm. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I will try to. I would communicate that that is like I don't like my toes, so like that wouldn't be pleasurable for me. But if that's something that he likes, then I'm willing to try it. But I don't. I just feel like my toe. I'm short, so my
Does it
toes are very short.
does it matter? Does it matter how he suck on your toes?
Does it matter?
Yeah,
It
like
should matter.
if he hits you with the big suck, you know the,
like
and
like
he like
like I don't see how that's. I mean, I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know.
So you just never had your
I
toes
don't
sucked
know.
before. All right, cool. That
I have, but it wasn't comfortable for me. I have had my toes sucked. I just didn't.
she was
It
thinking
wasn't
about the
com-
corns.
No, I don't have corns. It's
Okay.
just my toes are. My toes are very small. My nail is very small. Like, and my foot is flat. Like, I wear a size 3.5 in kids. Like, I have very, very small feet. I just
Three
get
and a
so,
half?
yeah.
Yo, I wish I had
I
that
think
sound effect. Bumba
I think my hand is three and a half.
I need to get me some
Yeah, my
sound
foot is
effects.
very small. So it's not like my foot is ugly. I don't think my foot is ugly. I just think that proportion wise, I mean, I'm small, so it makes sense. But I don't know. I just don't like my toes. I wish my toes were a little bit longer. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't know.
Your toes are fine.
How
Okay.
tall are
They're
you?
fine.
I'm 4'9". I'm not a midget, but yes, I'm 4'9".
Mm, borderline.
Yeah. Yeah. I could receive benefits if I wanted to. But I don't.
Okay. All right.
I'm not a little person.
Now I'm curious to see you. Like I'm just curious.
Interesting.
Okay.
Nikhil, how would you describe me
uh,
from the last time you saw me?
mm,
If you're to
she
describe
is.
if someone's like, what Stacy look what Jewel look like, sorry.
It's a nice sharp
Oh, so
thing,
you mean
man.
Casey?
My middle name is Stacy. My family, you know the Guyanese thing. Yes. My family don't call me by my first name. They call me by my middle name.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jewel, Stacy.
Mhm.
All right.
Lawrence.
Yeah,
Lawrence.
don't go to my Facebook because I already blocked her, so you don't see it. So
Oh
I'm not. I'm just
my.
gonna ask her.
good luck.
I'm just gonna ask her.
My. Those
I'm just
are the
gonna ask.
lengths that we are going? Oh my goodness.
No, because look, I know the
Mhm.
intentions that
Mhm.
I wanted to create. Well,
Okay.
the
For the
mindset that I wanted
conversation.
to have both people in before
Okay,
this
gotcha.
even started off. So, um,
Gotcha.
yeah, it, you guys might think that this was premeditated. It was not. It was not. Within that 2 hour period, I was just like, okay, type. Even the stream when I called him, when I called Mark, I was setting up the stream, to look a certain type of way and to. Anyway, I'll give you guys a whole breakdown of this afterwards. You can
Mhm.
trust that it's all private right now. So,
Okay.
but yeah,
But yes, how would you
how I would
describe me?
describe her, I would
Mhm.
say, she nice sharp thing, man. That's how I would put it to him. Like,
That's not
wait, that he's Guyanese, so
a nice short thing. No man, no man,
Look,
no
no,
listen,
man.
it
Jewel. Look, that's
like
a compliment. All
that.
right, that's a
Yeah.
No,
compliment.
I know it's a compliment, but I just wish that I could get a little bit more than
More.
just a nice short thing, you know? This is why I don't like her. Anyway.
Wait, why you don't like her?
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about
Mm-hmm.
it.
No, but that's how I would describe it to him.
A nice short thing.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
but to someone else, I'll say, I'll be more descriptive.
Okay.
But me and Mark, we kind of understand the scale. There's a scale that
Okay.
we just get. So
A
It
scale.
ain't the one. It ain't the 1 to 10 scale that you thinking.
Okay. I was just about to ask, what is this scale?
Well,
Nah,
how,
that's
okay,
bro
this is
code,
an
bro. We can't
interesting
let you
question.
in.
Hold up.
Nah, we can't
Wait.
let her in,
No,
bro.
we're about to
Yes.
put her on a scale.
Yes.
Hang on.
Yes.
On a scale from 1 to 10, right?
Okay.
How much would you rate yourself? And you couldn't.
I'm not rating myself. I
What?
No
refuse.
confidence.
No, right?
No confidence,
No,
bro.
that's not about confidence. No, this is not no blasted Kevin Samuels. I am not rating myself. We y'all think it is at all. But rate yourself. Oh, you're average as best. What do y'all think it is?
1 to 10 excluded 7.
Exclude right. No, I am not rating myself. You go ahead.
Uh,
I just wanna get the
okay, all right.
information.
To be fair on the panel, I'll give you both a rating.
Okay, give me a rating.
Okay, I'll rate you. I'll rate you a 7.5.
Okay.
7.5.
Okay.
And Mark, I'll rate you a 4.
Hey, I'll take it, bro. I know I'm gonna do, bro.
Yeah, the 4
So
or
far, it
5.
hasn't worked out for
He's
me.
getting there. He's getting there. You
That's why I ain't even got a profile picture, bro. I don't want people to see me. They gonna
know.
run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does the scale entail?
Wait, hold on. Wait. You leaving me at a 4?
Yes, you guys are left at 4. You
All
said
right,
that's
y'all asking
fine.
too many questions
Wow.
though.
You said it was fine. So he leaving you right there.
uh, yeah, bro. That solid 4, solid 4. Like I said, with men, I just hold us to a totally different standard.
Your
You know.
standards very. I rather get raped by the women.
Of course, you're gonna get a 9 or a 10 or an 8, but yeah. I'm sorry. What was your question, Jewel?
Okay. Nothing. No, I didn't have a question. I just asked what was my rating, and you gave me mine, which was 7.5.
Yeah, seven
Mm-hmm.
and a half.
3.5 more than what he
Yeah, because in everybody, I mean, there's room for improvement in everyone. So,
I got a lot.
I have a lot of room to work with.
yeah, yeah, I think
Yeah,
it, and to my judgment, I think that's a pretty fair assessment.
Got it.
How much would you guys rate me
one.
on a scale from 1
Mm.
to 10? Yo, somebody's starting a fire over there. I'm about to get cooked.
Mm.
Dude. And Jill meditating on it.
Mm-hmm. I'll come back to you on that.
It depends. It depends how the rest of this goes.
Yep.
But I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Like, this is about you guys. This is not about
Why you
me.
keep saying that? Isn't it an open panel?
I mean, yeah, but I'm in the middle. Like,
Okay.
I'm the guy in the middle. I kind of moderate what's going on
I
in
just
here
I
already.
wanted.
So,
I'm curious to see how your
hmm
questions tie together to give you a a clear, I guess, snapshot of us.
I
Um.
wouldn't say I don't. I wouldn't say clear. I wouldn't say it's coherent. Just based off of you know what I know about men and women, like you know
Okay.
that's where that assessment came from. But
Okay. What's your next
specifically, like,
question?
because I mean, I'm not with you day to day, seeing where you're struggling at. where there's room for improvement, but I do know there is room for improvement in pretty much everybody, even the most successful people out there. It's just I would hope that you guys would leave the conversation, being aware of that number and taking care of yourselves, um, and yeah, just becoming better people for your kids and for society.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I'll leave it at that. So let's jump into another question here.
Mhm.
If you were to be a famous actor, if you were to be a famous actor, who would that actor who would that actor be?
For me, it would be a
Based
guy
off
from
of what? Like resemblance or their work that they've done? Based off of what?
Based off of their work, of their character, their overall the character that they play overall in movies.
Mm.
Some characters are a little bit more aggressive, some are, you know, more reserved, but have sadistic thoughts. Like who would that actor be?
Can't think of one right now.
And in what movie? The actor and the movie.
What if you don't know?
I
What if you've never watched the movie? Like if I tell you my actor in a movie and you've never watched it, then
I mean, it's fine. I'll watch a trailer.
okay. Go ahead, Mark.
for me, it would be Joe from You.
The main character.
Hmm.
Okay, that's disturbing. Okay, that's wild. Okay. I will sit with that. Okay.
Why do you say that's disturbing?
That's disturbing. Did you see the show?
No, not all of it.
Okay, so that's then,
I seen one or two episodes. It's a guy.
and you didn't see from the very first episode how he's saying he.
What did he say?
Okay, before, can I ask why? What is
Because,
what is
because,
it? What is it about Joe that you relate to?
man, see, I now I feel like I'm being judged.
You're not being judged. Let me
Right.
take
But
the
no,
judgment out of
like,
my voice.
Let's not jump to assumptions now.
Let me take the judgment out of my
because
voice
you
because it
already
was
said that it was
judgmental. Hold
disturbing.
on.
Now you can't take it back.
You're not being judged here. This is a safe space.
Uh huh.
Why do you
Man.
think you're the
The
stalker
greatest
Joe from You?
because he is. Mm, there's a lot of truth behind that show with men. Period.
Okay.
A lot of people are afraid. When I say people, a lot of men are afraid to say that that's who they are based
Mhm.
off of the fear of which you pretty much just said.
Mhm.
But in reality, that's really how most men who are um in love with the person that
That's how most men who are in love with someone are in reality. But a
Got
lot
it.
of people or men wouldn't admit to it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so the life that we go through and all that is very factual. But because
Okay.
it is scary for a lot of women, and they don't, because we live in different worlds, for a woman, it will always be like, oh, you're a psychopath. But for us, it's like, no, I am passionate and I'm loving. But depending on
Interesting.
how you view it, yeah, it can always come off as something very negative, and it's upsetting to us because you're not understanding how we love. You're only looking at love from how you view love, but love is different for everybody. Now, I'm not saying go abuse nobody and be like, "Oh, I love you. I'm beating your ass because I love you." Like, no, you have to be
Of
able
course
to
not.
decipher what, like, it's all, like I said, it's just about looking at people's intentions. And if you look at his intentions as to why he was doing certain things, you will understand it's on a deeper level. Like, a lot of times he was trying to protect her from things that she could not see.
You're talking. I've only watched the first season, so
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know what happened. I don't know what happened after that. I think the second season I started
Well,
when
I
he
think
was
you
like in
should
like this
because
grocery store or something, but um I'm gonna all of my references from the first season. Um I will have to give pushback on that because you can definitely be passionate but about someone, but too much of anything is not good for you. There needs to be a balance. He
agreed.
didn't have any type of self control, um, which is why he ended up in a lot of situations where he ended up killing people. There was no self control. And he was kind of, uh, I mean, it's layered because he was trapped in that box as a kid, and he was definitely tortured and traumatized. So he's only going to do what he knows. He can't do anything different, right? So that doesn't excuse anything, but that kind of gives context as to why he does what he does. Now, him loving the way that him loving the girl from the first season, the way that he loved her is not healthy love. We can't gloss over that as passionate when he doesn't like listen to her boundaries, right? If you're in a relationship with somebody and they have set boundaries and you continuously cross them because you know best and you know what they want and you know what you can give them is better than what they even know, that's kind of like a dictatorship type of thing. That's not healthy is basically what I'm trying to say. It's not balanced. So I can't agree with you on that one. I do agree with the point that a lot of men share a lot of the thoughts and probably like his thought process on things. I can agree with that. I can see how that is common for a lot of men.
Okay, I
Okay,
can
so
chime in.
you think, hold,
Go ahead, Keith.
hold on, hold on real quick. You saying it's a dictatorship because what again?
He didn't abide by like her boundaries. You can't come into my house, go into my drawer, go through my stuff. Um,
Oh, okay, no, no, no.
go and
I'm not saying I agree with everything. That was weird.
yeah, no, I know, but
Absolutely.
that's like there are many boundaries that he crossed. That's like an obvious one, right? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I when I hear, I love differently because I'm so passionate and you're not understanding how I love, which is what you said. I am
Hmm.
taking it as okay, how you're loving, you choose to love is not what I require. So we're just not a good fit. So let's not force something that doesn't fit, right? So if you think you have all this love to give and I can't, and I'm not capable of receiving it, I think it's a boundary thing.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
it does.
Okay.
Well, to me,
Do you
Mark,
do you agree or disagree, Nikhil? With
I
or what do
agree.
you have to
I agree
add?
with both of
Not
you.
agree or disagree. What do you have to add?
I agree with both of you on this one. I
Hmm.
I guess Mark point in regards to, this is the mentality of most men out
Hmm.
there. I would wanna believe that because as secured as I feel within myself as a man, for the woman that I love, I know I know where I am willing to go in order to protect that. And sometimes it is crossing boundaries. It might not be, but this is it. Well, it's a different situation because in the first season, he was going through her home and going through like her draws and like all of that
Hmm.
off
Hmm.
off the rip.
Right.
Um, Definitely crossing boundaries there. His mental state is unique. Um, and
He's a
it and
stalker.
he is
It's
a
not
yeah.
unique.
Okay, we're gonna toss labels. Okay, he is a stalker.
He's not. That's not a label. That's literally what he is.
No, but what I'm saying is like there are some dudes out there who,
don't see it that way.
if they don't
They
see it
don't
that
see it
way,
that way.
they don't see it that way, and this is why men don't always tell the truth to
Got
women.
it.
That's my
Got
that's
it.
my point.
Got
Yeah,
it.
a guy that you just met, you think he's fabulous. You had a good dinner, whatever.
Mhm.
He offered to drive you home. You
Mhm.
say no,
Mhm.
but that concern within himself, he just wants to make sure that you get to where you need to go to
Mhm.
safely because he really cares for you
He
that
just met
much.
you.
He just met you, but there are some people who are able to, like, they just met you, but they want to make sure that you get to where you
Hmm.
need to because they want to see you again.
Okay.
Hmm.
But women don't think like this off the rip,
No.
and in society we have all these labels for weirdos.
Okay.
So he may follow, you'll go and he'll see you go, and then he might drive behind you, your cab,
Mhm.
whatever, and he'll get a glimpse of where you live.
Mhm.
Yeah, but for you that might be crossing the line, but for him he's just like, wow, I he's looking at it in a way like, okay, I have all this to give. I want to invest in this person. I really want to see if she is what I think she is, and based off the things that she told me, so that's why a man might take certain approaches that you would not agree with if he was to tell you that, you know, off the rip. Um, it's
Yeah,
also
that's
it's very interesting too. You need to see season two. You have to see season two. And I was just playing around. I've seen it. I've
mhm.
seen both
The
season.
role reversed.
Me and me and Mark agree on, like, we agree that a lot of men, including myself, do possess those traits. Like, you got to remember, we're logical and we're very calculative, right? So you'll be surprised. There are some men out there that would wrap circles around you. I think there's a word for it. It's called narcissism. We all possess a certain level of narcissism, but there are some people out there who's like, once they get you in that web, you in that web, and they can ball up a whole confusion. That way, you never see yourself out of it or never see yourself benefiting outside of what they've created for you, right? And
That's called
and
manipulation.
right, and you know the story of my family member who did that to his wife. And when she start addressing certain things, when she started becoming conscious, that's when like the whole world started like going crazy. It's no longer solid. It's fragile. So in season 2, the girl became like him. Like certain things, a lot of things about him was already there within her. But because of who she was before, she never accessed that side of her. But the person that she's with, because of and who he is and what it is that he, brought to that relationship, to that union, in some sense you can say she became enabled to go to those places that he goes to. Premeditated murder. Um so I get both sides. I mean, yes, you're right for what you're saying. You're not wrong. I mean, this is how society thinks and it's how society feel. You don't feel comfortable with people following you and stalking you and like doing weird stuff, but there's a lot of dudes who are in relationships who have done that. There's some dudes that you probably met that have done it, but you would never know.
But you would never know because we would never admit to it because we don't want
I
to be
mean,
labeled.
women do the same thing in a different way, but it's not. I
And nobody
think
says anything.
you said what?
And nobody
Nobody
says
says
anything.
anything about that. Yeah.
Nobody says anything. Yeah, because obviously the standard is held different for us. But
Nah, it's love for y'all. That's what they say. Oh man, she loves you, man. She
Hmm.
she shows up to your
and
workplace to
women and
like.
women say
You
that
remember when I
about
was
you
telling you that,
guys.
Nico?
People say that about you guys too.
Mm,
Wow, he really loves
No.
you. He's really invested. He's so protective of
you
So
you.
don't you don't
okay,
believe that?
Yeah.
let me ask you this real quick. Hold on, Nico. Let me ask you this real quick, Joel.
Mhm,
So
I'm listening.
let's say you had a guy, right?
Mhm.
And he, I guess he messed up in some way, shape, or form. Not cheating or anything, but y'all had
Mhm.
an argument. And you
Mhm.
decided that you don't want to have no kind of communication, no contact, whatever right now, right?
Mhm.
And he goes out his way
Mhm.
to find you,
Contact me. Mhm.
yeah, find you,
Mhm.
contact you, whatever. Um, let's say hypothetically speaking, right? Because I seen this in a movie once. Hypothetically speaking, he shows up at your door.
Mhm.
You're aware that he's there.
Mhm.
You don't answer. You don't do anything. So he decides that to show you in his head, to show you that he cares and loves and he's sorry for whatever it is that he did.
Mhm.
He's not going to leave.
Mhm.
He is going to, what did he do? Sleep at your doorstep. So
Mhm.
whenever you have to go out, whenever you wake up and you walk out that door, he's the
Mhm.
first thing.
Mhm.
How would you portray that?
I want no parts. I
Why?
want no parts. Um, what I'm seeing, that's more so about you. That's not about me. Um, you're not respecting my wishes nor my boundaries. To you, it's like I feel what I feel, and to hell with what you feel. I need to talk to you. I need to see you. Um, and I've been in a situation, not someone showing up to my doorstep and sleeping at my door, but I have been in a situation um, where I said I don't want to talk to you. I was breaking up with the person, and I know how he is because He's like that. He's gonna, even though I told him I don't want to talk, he's gonna try. He's gonna keep calling and keep calling. Call me from different numbers. Email me. Um, and that infuriated me even more because it's like you're not giving me the space that I need right now, and I think you need this space too for clarity because your emotions, both of our emotions, are high. um and how I'm responding is going to be different because
Mm.
obviously I'm the one that's breaking up with you. So my response, I'm not going to want to talk. Obviously you're the one that's going to want to talk because you're the one that's being broken up with, right? If the roles were reversed, I would be the same way. I would want to talk. But if you said, I just need some space for the rest of the night and I'll talk to you tomorrow, that's something that I will have to respect. I'm not the type of person that glorify toxicity and glorify people crossing boundaries with people in who they're in a relationship with, and gloss it over as love and passion. That's how I feel. To me, it looks like you can't really regulate your emotions. You have to act on it. Sometimes the best thing to do is be still and don't do anything. That's the best thing to do in a lot of situations. And if I'm meant to come back to you, I will come back to you.
Okay.
What do you think about my answer?
I mean, you ain't right or wrong.
I'm
You
not
have.
right nor wrong.
I just respect it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I just wanted to see where your mind was.
Okay. Yeah, I've
But
been in a.
I also noticed because I've asked different. I forgot what movie it was, but I asked different demographic of females the same
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Depending on the demographic, I got different responses. That's the only reason I was asking that question.
Okay. So, what does what did the did you ask this question to a white woman?
White, Hispanic, black.
White,
I
Hispanic,
didn't
black.
ask them. I should have. I was in Korea for like 9 months. I should have asked them.
So, what was the white woman's response versus the black woman's response?
So the majority of black women give the response that you give.
Okay.
The majority of white women thought that it
Mhm.
was
They thought it was cute.
because to them it's like
Mhm.
he's willing to. He's
Show
putting
me.
pride and whatever aside, his ego,
Mhm.
whatever it was, to
Mhm.
show how sorry or
Mhm.
whatever. I forgot the words, the specific word that they used, but pretty much
Mhm.
how
Mhm.
sorry he was. And
Mhm.
he came to a point of humility. And for them, that's
Interesting.
the lowest level
That's
for,
humility to them?
yeah.
Interesting. Is that humility to you?
Me sleeping on somebody's doorstep.
Or until they open the door? Is that humility to you? Do you want a woman to get you to that point?
I think it's humiliating. Yeah.
You think it's humiliating. That's not humility. That's two different
That's
things.
why I said
Guys,
it's humiliating.
real quick, the call is going to end.
Oh my God, what the
S- yeah, but I'll create another chat because I got an input for this one as well. So I'll recreate the chat. for. I'm just waiting for him to jump back in. Um, but I get your viewpoint on that. One second. There we go. There we go. We're all back. Okay, okay, Mark. I'll let you go ahead and finish up on your point, and then I'll jump in and add to it. Okay.
No, I was just telling her that's not humility, but I think it's humiliating for him. Ah,
Mhm.
ooh, oh my God! I just is this a piece of glass? What the hell? Ooh, my bad, y'all. Mm,
It's all good.
okay.
You're good. Are you
Okay,
bleeding?
yeah. I don't think so.
You need a tissue.
That it hurt though.
Mm. You stepped on
Um,
glass?
yeah, it was in my carpet.
Do you
Oh
need a
wow.
foot massage?
You know what? I think I do, bro. But I don't know. Jewel, are you good with
Mm.
massages?
I am.
Oh, so you don't have a problem touching men's feet? I mean, you got any, so probably not. Never
No,
mind.
I don't have.
Stupid question.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Because
If
I've
they're
only
decent feet,
met
I've seen some horrible feet. If they're horrible feet, I'm not touching your feet.
gloves,
But if you have decent feet, I don't have a problem touching feet.
gloves,
Hmm?
gloves.
You said gloves?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No, no, no.
Damn.
No. No, I've seen some horrible feet. I'm like, sir, these don't even need to be seen out of a sock or a shoe. You need
Oh
shoes always, socks always.
my
Anyway, that's another. We're not talking about feet.
God. But yeah, I mean, long story short, it's just what I've
Mhm.
said earlier about people viewing love differently. Like what might
Mhm.
seem toxic and unhealthy or whatever to one
Mhm.
might seem like, yo, this person really loves and cares
This
about
is
me
it
to
for the
somebody
other.
else.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's
For sure.
just, everybody receives and gives love differently. So that's
Yeah.
just, you know,
So from the women, the white women saying that's romantic and that men are proving themselves to that person, to that woman, because they're going to a place of humility, versus the
mhm.
black women that's like hell no. Which one do you respect more, or which one do you more aligned to? The
I'm
white
always
women or
gonna
the
look.
black women?
For me, I'm always gonna look at the intention because I understand where you're coming from,
Mhm.
and I also understand where they're coming from. But
The
you
white
will know
woman.
that person better than anybody, and I will
Okay.
hope that you would see through the bullshit or sincerity of that person.
Okay. So you're talking
I
about the
mean, it
intention
ended up
behind
working out in
sleeping.
the end. It had a happy. It had,
Mhm.
huh?
A happy ending. You said you're talking about the intention of the man sleeping at the woman's front door. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
because
Their
men.
intention or the
Yes, because
woman's
some men
intention?
are no the man's.
Okay.
Because there's some men that will go lengths
Mhm.
to make you think that they're sorry, but we're really not. We're just trying to get back into your pants.
Yeah, that's a given. Um, I think what you guys often miss, and what women have a really good job of not being so direct with, is the aftermath of a lot of decisions that you guys make. So after you show up to my door and you're pleading and you're begging and you're laying on my floor because you really love me and you're really trying to show me how much you love me, do you know my respect for you is out the window after that? And I'm going to speak for myself.
I think this is a moment for learning, but continue. And I get why you're saying that
So
too.
Yeah, 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 I understand where she's coming from. But in the heat of that moment, that man is not thinking about
That's
you
what that's
losing
my that's why
respect
I said
for him.
everything. That's why I gave that comment before I said it, cuz that's a common thing that happens. I find like a lot of men and women, both of us, we make decisions, just an impulsive decision, because we're so, it's an emotional decision. That's not a logical decision. That's very emotionally driven. So once you do that and you get up and I'm like, "Oh, he really did that for me." I mean, I could very much well feel that in the moment, but long term, that's not going to last. It's going to be, then I'm going to expect you every time we get into a disagreement, I'm going to expect you to go to that length. And how many times do you want to go through that? Cuz that's not normal. Basically what I'm saying, all of this is not normal. And it shouldn't be something that is and I'm going to speak for myself, a relationship that I would like to be in. That's I don't want to see that. You can go, Nicole.
I'll chime in real quick on this. Um, I get both point of views, and we're here today. This conversation, this particular conversation that we're having right now, it's a conversation for understanding and for healing. Okay. Certain things that I understand about women, it it definitely, because I could see myself being that type of dude. That person. Not fully having control over myself and my emotions, right? And I would always say this, to any dude that I talk to: go out there and be the best version of yourself. Go interact with the world. You have things that you want to do, you want to work on, you want to build on. Because what happens is, when you become occupied doing those things because you deem them to be important, um and with the intention of building a family structure, building longevity, you understand that your time for activities and things that does not feed the growth of that tree is essentially a waste of time. And some of us, we may not know, but we have to go through the experience to learn the lesson, and then we got to fall back and say, well, damn, you know how could I love somebody this much and this hard for them not to understand? And this is where it's very important for men and women to understand each other, because we express love differently. Now, for a woman in that situation, I would say this generally for women, based off of what it is that women look for in men, right? We talk about confidence, we talk about, our goals. Uh, I'm getting a lot of feedback. I think I'm not sure who it's coming from, but we talk about goals and such and such, like our personality, who we are as a person. Like, women look at different qualities within that man before they make a decision in a relationship. That's what they fall in love with. They fall in love with that because they can't see your vulnerabilities as yet. They can't see you at your weakest. They can't see how far you'll go until you actually show it to them. And normally, usually women tend to you know, they tend to lose respect for you because of, like she's saying that well, Akeem, oh gosh, Mark, you said that it's
It's all right.
you said that it's humiliating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. She is not the one causing that humility on yourself. The fact that you can identify that as humiliating, should already say to you that, the woman that you're with is not going to, she's not going to respect it because she doesn't understand how you're displaying your love. You want her to understand, but she's looking at that like, why are you acting desperate? Well, what is this? It's like, there's no, she's not chasing. She doesn't feel like she has to do much in order to like grab your attention, in order to grab your value, the man that she's with within the relationship.
Pause. Hold up.
Hmm.
That's completely out of context with what we're talking
Well,
about.
I can bring it back into context. um
Um.
what I'm trying to say is that it is it is I think that women lose respect for you when it becomes easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can, the slightest thing they do and say, it'll trigger a response, and then they're gonna look at you, and when you're triggered and you're in this emotional state, they're not gonna see you as strong, is what I'm trying to say. It's not strong because you're not controlled. You don't have control over it in the moment.
Let's pause from the woman on the line. That's coming from um a toxic woman. That's not that's not a self-assured woman. Um, because there's a difference of you, a man, displaying vulnerability and displaying something else that's completely contrary to vulnerability.
So
Um,
are you saying to me that if a man displays vulnerability to you,
mhm,
right, but
mhm,
does not, let's say that man is crying in your arms,
mhm.
and
Yes.
he's like, "Babe, I don't know what I'm gonna do," and
Right.
there's no solution to
Mhm.
the issue that's going on.
Mhm. Mhm.
You're saying to me that you will still continue to be attracted uh, to that
Yes.
man with that
With that, yeah,
being
that's
continuous.
completely different from the example of you showing up to my door. Like Mark said, like intentions are very important. Like if you're coming to me and you had a breaking point of whatever situation that happened, you don't have a solution for it, you are just really overwhelmed in that
And
moment.
he's looking to
That's
you for
why
an
I'm
answer. Hmm.
that's why I'm here. That's why I'm your partner. I can't
So you
expect
believe
you
you could
to.
be a solution to a male's problem?
Mm, how did you get that from what I said?
No, that I'm just asking the question because that's what you're saying. You're
No.
saying that he can come to you with whatever issue it is, long or short, right? Even if it's
um,
with the relationship, there's no solution. You're telling me that you will provide the solution every time.
I don't know how you got that from what I just said. I'm using the example that you gave. If your husband or your partner is crying in your arms, isn't that what you just said?
Hmm.
For a problem that he does not have a solution for,
Hmm.
do you still respect that man
Hmm.
because he doesn't have it all together in that moment?
Hmm.
I said, yes, I still respect him because in that moment, he had a breaking point. And the reason I'm there is for support. I don't know how you got. I am the solution to all of his problems.
No, because that's what when you're a support system, you're providing some type of solution to the issue.
No, I'm providing support. I'm not providing the solution. I'm providing support. Help,
So how do you
not the
help?
solution.
How do you help?
I'm helping him emotionally at that moment.
By
He is
telling
being
him what?
vulnerable. By comforting him, it's going to be okay. We're going to sort this out. We're going to work it out. We're going to
But
go through
what's the
whatever steps
solution?
we need to go through. In that moment, oftentimes
No,
when
what you saying? She not there to provide the
no,
solution.
I'm
Like
not
tell
there
you
to give
what
you
you
a
need to
But
do.
that's
solution.
She's
what
I'm
just
just
but
here to
that's what I'm
comfort
saying. There
you.
should be a solution, right? It like is this are
But
we
you did not say that. You did not say that. You said, how would I react if my man reacted in that way? You never said, what's the solution for the problem? That wasn't the question.
no, I'm not asking you for the solution.
Okay.
I'm saying that there should be a
A
solution or
solution,
else
right?
right, but you're telling me that you're not there to provide the solution. You're there to provide the emotional support.
In that moment, in that very
But
moment.
later on you will try to provide a
Later
solution.
on, as a unit, yes, we will have to come up with a solution. We can't just sit and cry together in the problem that we're having.
But
We're gonna
okay,
obviously have to get up and get a solution.
fine. Now, what if what I'm speaking to is the attraction, right? So if the solution is not you can't provide the solution. If you can't provide the solution, you don't know what the solution
In
is, right?
that moment,
Doesn't that decrease the attraction level that you have for the man that you're with?
if constantly we're faced with um we're combat with resistance, or we're faced with a lot of, what is it, tribulations,
Mm-hmm.
and my partner's response continuously is to break down and not have solutions and come to me for it, then I think I will be drained in the relationship. Um, and that's not something that I would be able to stay in, because I'm looking for you for leadership. And if a leadership, a part of leadership is decision making. If you don't know how to make decisions, then you can't lead me.
Well, that's pretty much what I was trying to get to. Um, so yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to get to. It's like sometimes as men we find ourselves in those situations where, we want to fall back on our oracle, on our woman, and
But you
sometimes
can.
that's not the most effective move to make on the board, because once her feelings start to change, she may not come out and say directly in that moment, but her actions it'll change, towards you.
I
And
feel I feel like every relationship, people should just work with what works for them.
mhm.
And if we're in a relationship and I am more knowledgeable in an area than you are, then I can take that leadership position in that moment. Right? It's not because you're the man. You have to know everything. You have to know all the answers. So I'm expecting you to do everything right all the time. There are moments when you're going to fall short, and that's why we become one. That's what happens when we get married. We become one. So there's no longer you and I. We become one. So if you stumble on something and you don't know what to do, but I kind of, this is my expertise, you should be able to fall back and fully rely on me to lead in this situation.
Yeah, well, we're speaking to the extremities of
Okay.
these situations, but go ahead, Mark.
No, I just wanted to ask her. how long is he able to fall short?
Um, what do you mean?
So I'm going through a tough time. I need to fall back, and
Okay.
pretty much you take the lead, or yeah,
The
you take the
lead
lead.
on
How?
finances, the lead on everything, the
Yeah,
lead
I
on
hit
what?
rock bottom. I'm at rock bottom.
You're at rock bottom
Hmm.
and you need me to take on everything.
The whatever
Um,
responsibilities that I had during that time where I wasn't at rock bottom, now that I
mhm.
am, it's
Mhm.
how long do I have until you be like, yo, I'm not doing this no more,
Yeah, no, I
or
don't think
whatever.
that's productive to even set like, hey, you got 5 months to get your shit together, or I'm out, or I start moving different. I think, again, if you're going to fall back, what are you falling back into? Are you falling back into a hole where you're just going to sit there and just sit in that whatever you're going through, that depression, or are you
Mhm.
going to try to climb out of it and I'm going to be there to assist you with that?
A mixture of
Um,
both.
a mixture of both. I don't know if I can give a time frame for that. Obviously, it's not something that I would like to do for a very long time. And as a man, um, I don't see how you would feel comfortable in that. I would hope that you would see me taking on all those responsibilities and be like, man, this is a lot for my partner. I wouldn't like her to do something like this to me. So I need to get out of this funk that I'm in. If I need to go to therapy, if I need to find a hobby, if we need to move, if we gotta throw whatever at the wall and see what sticks, because it's not working right now. And again, balance is very important. So if it's leaning too heavy on one side, it's going to crumble. Everything is going to come crumbling down.
Okay, so I got two things. You said, um, okay, long story short, how long is too long for you? Because you said you don't see yourself doing it for too long. What would you consider too long?
Um, I don't know, many years, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so you putting years on it.
I've never been in a situation like that. So it's very, it depends on what it is that's happening to you. So if you're in a very dark place and you need me to take care of finances because you lost your job and you just can't find a job, or because you can find a job, it's probably not what you want. But if it's about you not getting a job, that's different. I don't know if I can be with if I can be comfortable and take on everything financially if we're not in the place for that. If I'm in the place where I can take care of finances and it doesn't harm us, then I don't see what the problem is. I don't know. I don't know how I can address that because I've never been in that situation. So I don't know. And I don't want to speak um, hypothetically and then it's
Hmm.
just completely contrary to when I'm in the situations because emotions will be involved. Like
Hmm.
potentially children could be involved. That changes everything. So if you're just in a funk, you can't help me with the kids, you can't help me financially, you can't help me romantically, you can't help me anyway, then I'm a single mom then.
Wait, you got kids?
No, I'm saying I'm in this
Oh,
hypothetical scenario that we're talking about. If we're
oh.
married, you're in a funk, we have a family, we have children, and I'm taking on everything and you're in your funk, um, then I'm moving like a single mom. That's not okay. I'm taking
So,
on a lot by myself.
so at that point, you gonna hit the exit.
No, no. I'm
You
not
still
gonna
gonna
hit the
stay?
exit like that. No, no, no. I'm not gonna hit the exit. If we're married, no.
But if we
I'm
was just
not gonna hit
dating,
the exit.
then
If we're
you
just dating, um, and I see it's situational. If we're dating and like I didn't really see us going anywhere and we were just like getting to know each other. If you're going through something, then I definitely think you need to show up for yourself. So I think you need to go, and this is the season that you need to be by yourself and you need to sort out what it is that you're struggling with. You can't expect me to do that for you because I don't expect you to do that for me.
Mhm.
Show up for yourself first, and then you can show up in this relationship.
Mhm. But you realize that I was doing all that for you without you asking, or because remember I said everything that I was taking care of when I had it to give
Mm-hmm.
would be on you. So you didn't at one point you didn't have to worry about anything because I
Mm-hmm.
took care of everything.
That
But
that's not that wasn't I wasn't given that context before. No.
yeah, that's what I had said.
You didn't tell me. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. But if that's I mean that doesn't change the situation. I think um we talked about different things. We talked about dating and then we talked about marriage. If you're dating someone that you just met and
Nah,
you
not
hit
somebody I just met. Like we in a 4 or 5, however
that's not
long committed
dating. That's a
relationship.
whole relationship.
A
That's not
full blown
dating.
committed relationship.
If you're in a full blown committed relationship, that's not marriage versus marriage. Are we just talking about a full blown committed relationship?
I'm gonna say relationship. I don't want to jump to marriage just yet.
Yeah, because marriage changes things. The stakes are a lot higher. Um,
I mean, you're the one that talked about marriage. I could tell you want a family. That's admirable. I love it.
okay. The so the scenario of you being in a committed relationship,
Hmm.
and you have been providing for your partner, your woman,
Hmm. Hmm.
then 5 years in, whatever happened, you hit rock bottom, and you need her to pick up.
Hmm.
Um, you're saying, if I'm in that scenario, how long was his grace period before I start exiting or before I'm like causing a
Before
fuss?
you,
Like, what the hell is
yeah,
going
like
on?
before you start feeling overwhelmed, you want to hit the exit, just whatever it is. Like, what would be too long for you?
I don't know what the time frame for that would be. I don't think that's something that I would be able to answer, honestly speaking. Um, because it probably you were trying, you hit rock bottom, but for a couple of months, you were trying to get through it. The end of the year, you're trying to, I see some improvement. Like, if I'm seeing improvement, then I'm willing to work with you. But if I don't see any improvement and I don't see any will to try, then we have a problem. And it's not anything personal. It's just if we're trying to take this to the next level, because what we gonna be dating, we gonna be in a committed relationship for 20 years. What are we doing? So if we're in a committed relationship and we're striving for marriage, then this is kind of like an example of what I'm gonna see when I'm if we get married. So if you hit on hard times, and you're trying to get out of it and you're struggling, I at least need to see some sort of effort that you're trying. I think that would determine how long I stay. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, we're gonna just have to work. We're gonna have to try everything to see what works to get you out of that place that you're in, because that's not beneficial for you, and that's not going to be beneficial for us.
Okay, I think I like that answer better. All right, all right, all right. Did you grow up with both parents?
No, I did not.
No.
I grew up with a stepdad. My upbringing is very complicated, but I grew up with a stepdad and my mom, and it wasn't a healthy situation.
I'm sorry, your mom. What?
I said I grew up with a stepfather and my mom, and it wasn't a healthy situation. But we had money, so we got by with money.
Okay.
Why? Why do you ask? You're not the first person to ask me that either, so why do you ask?
Mindset.
This came, um, this came in, I mean, actually, never mind.
Nah, go ahead. Ask.
No, I was gonna comment on that, on mindset. I mean, I didn't always have this mindset in my early 20s when I was in my relationship. No, I did not have this mindset at all. So, it took coming out of that relationship and moving. I was completely isolated for a while. So, I'm an advocate of being by yourself. If you can't be by yourself, it's a problem. So because of that, and also I got baptized a couple of years ago. So I try to draw my knowledge out of like a spiritual context.
Okay. So you seem to be doing pretty well for yourself.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Nicole?
Uh, yeah, that was it's beautiful.
Intense?
It's beautiful. Beautiful. I love conversations like this.
I do too. I just, I'm just at this point. I'm just throwing stuff out there because
yeah,
I'm.
yeah.
She's a very impressive person.
You say she's a what?
A very impressive person.
Yeah. Yeah, two impressive people can't get along with each other.
Well,
Ha.
They don't. They
Are you the
show
two?
up, they say hi, and then they disappear.
Interesting. I feel with Nikel, I feel like, I don't know, we always have these conversations and then they always get heated sometimes because I feel like I'm saying things that Nikel is just not hearing. He's hearing what he heard in his mind, but it's not what I'm saying. So we always clash.
listen.
And I always fall for the okie doke because I always get so upset. I don't get upset, but I just get very, like, boy, I just want to smack your head in. Like,
Why
but,
Listen.
violence?
You ain't the only one, darling. Okay.
oh my
We
God.
go
Just like,
through
what
the
did you,
same thing.
that whole thing just now, that's not what you were trying to convey is not what you actually said. So, but anyway,
No, you didn't listen to it
I
clearly.
digress. And then you say something like that.
I
And
mean,
then you say
okay,
something like that.
I'm gonna let Mark be the judge of it, right?
Mark, from the
During
conversation that we just had just now,
Okay, so you did
when
kind of go
Nikel
off
asked,
topic.
huh?
No, I'm agreeing with you. He did kind of veer off into so.
where did I
'Cause even
started
I was
veering off?
like,
No, no, no. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not, upset or anything because what I remembered was I was trying to like, establish a foundation in saying what I'm about to say in the conversation. And basically, we're speaking to the extremities of the situation. The example that was used was the man sleeping outside. I addressed that, and I was saying like I addressed you when you were saying that it's humiliating, and then I went from that into giving some context into how women may perceive that right
I got
there.
all of that.
And
I got
then
that.
and what I said afterwards
Mhm.
was a woman would lose interest in
Mhm.
you over a woman would lose interest in you, or she would not respect you
Mhm.
because the I mean, come on, man. Like laying at the front doorstep is like, bro, you ain't got nothing better to do. So
Mhm.
what I started speaking about, I was like, that's why I tell my friends, work on yourself, invest in yourself and what it is that you're doing. And I do believe that women, they when you're out there, they like women come to you. It's almost like a women are the byproduct of the things that you achieve in your life, especially like the quality of woman that comes into your life as well. I mean, I guess that's where I
You're
veer.
veering
That's
off
where I
again.
veered off, but I know what I'm talking about in regards to like the attraction standpoint for women. Now, if you're not necessarily that guy and you're the guy at her doorstep laying down there and you don't necessarily have a solution and this been happening over periods of time, then your priorities are in the wrong place and you shouldn't look to her for the solution, because I agree with Jewel when she said that women are there, she would be there to provide emotional support. That was her first response, and I believe her. It's like your mom.
But
You
when
fall,
I
you hit your knee, you're
right,
hurting really
that's
bad. Your mom will
nurturer.
hold you and she'll say to you, it's so she'll give you words of encouragement and she'll enlighten you about certain things for you to pick yourself up, and she wants to see you go again. Now what I'm talking about is like real solution. When it comes to the real solution to the matter, what you guys been talking about this this whole time, when you talk about self, that's what the woman is looking for in you. She wants to know that she's secured within this relationship, and in long term she can trust you to solve problems that you guys may have. Not always by yourself. I agree with you, Jewel, on that. I remember the whole, not always,
But I'm not
obviously.
even talking about there. That's not what I'm talking about.
But
I'm
okay,
talking about the example you gave
what's the example?
about the guy crying on the girl, and then you said, would you
Mm-hmm.
lose respect for them if they did that? If your man was, he met his breaking point, he does not have a solution to a problem, and he
That's
came to
what
you
I
and he's
said.
crying, right?
That's what I
Perfect.
said.
Then
Mm-hmm.
my response is, of I still have respect for him, because in that moment you're not going to have it together all the time. We went through all of that. Your response after I said that was,
Mm-hmm.
so you're saying you're the solution to your man's problems. How did we get there?
No, because what I'm asking for, I'm thinking of this, I'm thinking of it over like a long period of
Did you
of
say
time.
that?
Like, okay, if I didn't say that, okay, I could put it out there. I didn't say that, but
Okay.
allow me to clarify what it is that I'm trying
I
to
heard
say.
you the first
If
time
a
when you
woman, if
clarified.
I just meet a girl, right? If we just meet and I'm there, I'm frustrated about something and I'm crying on her lap. Like, I don't think that a woman would look at that just off of that and be like, "Oh, you're a bitch. Like this can't work." What I'm talking about, I'm talking over like long periods of time. If the problem continues to happen, you know, that's where I feel like she'll lose attraction. And then I also said that she may not tell you that. It might be in her actions, and it's up to you to pick it up and then start making, decisions to like change or readjust. That way you can, you can restore the confidence within your relationship, basically. But so yeah, that's all I'm saying in regards to that. But if you guys still don't get it, you don't understand, then that's fine.
We got it. I got it the first time.
No, you didn't get it the first time. I think you got it the second time.
Boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So
Father,
can we jump back into these questions?
Father, Father, who art in heaven.
But
Father,
this is
who
this is what
art
I'm telling
in
you, Keem. Like,
heaven.
look, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I love talking to her, and I would think any man would enjoy having conversations with her because she she doesn't say things that don't not always. Sometimes they don't make sense. Sometimes. And the times that it don't make sense, bro,
Ooh,
that stubbornness is
oh
real.
boy.
So when y'all were
I
talking
want to
about
know.
Virgos,
I don't
when
know
y'all
how to
talking about
get
Virgos,
into
I was like, oh
I
yeah,
don't
that
want to get into a I don't know when I said something that did not make sense.
bro.
When have I said something to you? Aside spiritual things, because when we get into spiritual
Yeah, yeah,
conversations,
yeah,
we're always going to butt heads.
yeah. I
And
get
I
that.
understand
No,
that it's
that's not
not
it.
going to make sense to you.
That no, that makes sense to me. Like I'm aware. I'm aware because I've had that conversations with other Christian people. But
He said
in
other
regards
Christian
to,
people.
I remember this vividly.
Go ahead.
We were we
And
were
I think I
watching a
might.
movie,
Yes, we
right?
were.
This is one of those watching a movie, and it was
Mm-hmm.
at certain points it got pretty gruesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying something. This is why men like this deserve to be in jail, right? So,
Oh, that's the girl.
huh?
That's the girl she was telling me about.
L- listen. I told you about
Hi.
this story, right? She
Oi.
said this is why
I
some
can't
men
wait.
deserve to be in jail.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I gotta give her a little bit of pushback on this, right? Because another girl, I would
What were we
probably,
watching?
I w- it was a movie with Matt. Is it Matt Hardy? What's his name? That played
Tom
in
Hardy?
Tom Hardy and
Uh-huh.
someone else, and it was his brother. But
We
it's
were
a very
watching we were watching I Legend. We were watching Legend. He was playing himself and his brother, his twin brother.
yes,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
okay. Oh my god. Okay, if
And
this
what
was
scene? Do you
Keem,
remember what
listen.
scene it was?
What
Because
scene?
we have to give context to what we're talking about.
I gave context. I said it was a pretty gruesome scene.
What was the gruesome
He
scene?
shot somebody. He
No.
killed.
No, no, no,
No,
no,
he
no.
killed somebody. Somebody
No,
died.
no, no. No. I know exactly what it was, and it wasn't a killing scene. I'm not going to say it because that person deserves to go to jail.
Okay, what scene was it?
Was it the scene, if this is a movie that we're talking about, when he raped his wife? That's the only scene that I can say he deserves to be in jail.
Okay, fine. He raped his wife. Okay, I'm not trying to toss that off like it's not, but that's what you that okay. That's the scene, right? He raped his wife, and you said he deserved to be in jail.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that rapists go to jail and they come out
Mm-hmm.
of jail, and some of them they rape again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this was Mark, if this was any other girl, I would have left this alone, bro. But I'm like, oh, Stacy, she's gonna
So why
understand.
you so
She's
why
gonna
you
understand
choosing
this
me?
point, right?
Why you
Because
choosing
because
me?
I know you're smart, and I wanna feel free. Like I'm in a moment where I can have a conversation, and even if you give pushback on it, I didn't expect there were to be no understanding in regards to what it is that I'm trying to explain to you.
Interesting.
So I was like, well, places, other places, like places in Scandinavia, for example, Norway, they have programs to deal with people like him, to deal with criminals in general. Like you go into the institution, you're going to you're going to have a therapist. The room is not going to be a small ass room with a little bed, and it's not going to be rough and tough as it is in some jails here. You might not have a whole bunch of stabbing and shanking because this person's a rapist and whatnot. It's more like a mental health facility, and it helps those people to to get into a state of mind to where the problem doesn't occur again. And this was found to be very effective, and and it justifies why their system, why their society is the way that it is. They don't have a whole bunch of crime over there. It's pretty much non-existent. Places like Denmark are, these people are considered to be the happiest people. Switzerland, is it Switzerland or Sweden? In Sweden, they have, like, for people who are on drugs, they develop a system where they administer drugs to these people. They would administer heroin to these people, but in controlled dosage during the day, because what they realize is that heroin addicts, just addicts in general, they can operate within society. They can go to work, they can do regular things. It's just that they have to feed that addiction. In America, there's a war on drugs. It's hard to get it to people. It's a lot of under the table. You go to jail for it, like all this bullshit, and it doesn't help the system at all. All it does is boost the poverty level. So we're having this conversation. A lot of these things I referenced, and like it just wasn't going over.
What
It's
did
like
I say?
pretty much you were saying, to put it in a nutshell, you can't help somebody who is mentally like this. You can't help somebody
That
who
doesn't sound
chooses,
like
who
me,
makes a
Nikhil.
decision.
The
You,
psychiatrist.
That
yeah,
does not
right.
sound like me.
No, but listen, this is what you were telling me. You can't help somebody who is already a killer, who is already in this state
What?
of mind, because that's just who they are. That's the decisions that they make.
Wow. Well, if that is what was received and that's what I said, um, I apologize. That's not what I meant because that I don't believe that. So
I need your number ASAP, your address, your email,
What?
whatever.
why?
Just apologize? Like,
I'm dead. I'm
what?
dead. I am
No,
dead.
what?
No.
Accountability?
He
Oh,
said
No.
accountability.
I don't remember, but to be fair,
Uh huh.
I don't even remember the conversation. I know we had an argument, but
It's
I
a
don't
debate.
think that's what. uh, Maybe that's how you remember things, or how you remembered it. I don't. I honestly don't even remember what we were arguing about. But even what you're saying there, that does not sound like me. But if that's how I was arguing, and I think the people deserve to die, and that's just their nature, and they can't change. As a if I'm claiming to be a Christian woman, that doesn't make sense at all. That completely contradicts what I believe. So,
I think I
if that's
mentioned
what I
that
was
too.
saying,
I think I mentioned
then
that too, that it contradicts, certain things
of
that you
course that's what
believe.
you would say. Of course that's what you would
No,
say. But
I'm not just
anyway.
saying this for this. Okay, all right, cool.
Ah,
Cause I'm now you're implying that I'm lying. I'm not. I'm
no,
not saying
I'm
this for
not
this
saying
because
that
I
you're
remember
lying.
I spoke to him about it. Cause I'm like, am I
Yeah,
crazy for thinking this way?
I
You know.
don't
Go
honestly.
ahead.
I'm so upset that I can't even remember what we were arguing about.
That's fine.
If we're talking about a rape scene,
Hmm.
I
I,
I
yeah.
don't think anyway.
I feel like you feel like I was defending a rapist.
I'm trying to. I think I just need more context because
It's fine. It's fine.
yeah, it's
You
fine. It really
apologize.
is.
It's alright.
That's fine. Yeah, we can move on. I don't believe that. I don't believe that people that do heinous stuff like that
Mhm.
just deserves to die and there's no
No,
forgiveness
not
for
deserve to die. Deserve to go to
or
jail.
deserves to go to jail and well, yeah, they do deserve to go to jail if you're like killing and raping people. Yeah, and yes, deserve to get help because you can't be on the streets killing and raping. So, yes, I do believe you should be removed from society temporarily, get the help that you need and get the tools that you need and come back and be integrated into society. Um, I don't see maybe in a I don't know. Yeah, no, I can't see. I don't know how I said that, but if I did, I apologize. That's not what I meant.
so about this number and email.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh man, hey, you know, w- look, this is not about getting a one up on anybody in here. I'm not even supposed to be a part of y'all's conversations because but I love the
Hold up, bro. 'Cause,
conversation. Go ahead.
you trying to keep it?
Huh?
Oh, all of a sudden,
No, there's a
I
lot of
can't hear
feedback
you.
happening, and it could be me. Go ahead. What you were saying?
I'm saying you keep throwing in this y'all. What's this y'all?
Oh no, I just wanted you guys to have a dialogue. Like and I'll be honest, I told her, I said cuz she asked me if this is a like me trying to set her up with somebody. And I told her like it's just a conversation, between a straight man, a straight woman. If you guys decide you want to have conversations after this, then that's cool. It doesn't have to be about pursuing a relationship. It could be about business, or it could be about, um, you know, spiritual growth, religious growth. So it all depends. But the
Now,
the the focus on me doing this, it is to create relationships. And my sister, she brought it to my attention that there's a lot of girls back home who are looking for relationships with more mature men. And I was like, I know some people, I know some dudes that I respect over here that, you know, that might be single. I can create a room like this where I could bring those two people together to have conversations. I don't think the conversations are gonna sound like this, but it would be something interesting, and then I can probably turn over a profit from doing it by generating, um, by creating, by bringing male and females together. It's kind of like you pay a subscription for Tinder, but this is not Tinder. This is real life. This is one step down from meeting in person, and you know, kumbaya. So that's that's what sparked this right here because I needed to see if it's possible to happen. I needed to see all of this, and then to also I thought about two people that I can bring together for a conversation, knowing that it's going to be a conversation and just not super awkward or people not being available to to talk and whatever. So I feel blessed to have both of you in here for a talk. It's just
I
another
appreciate
talk.
you guinea pig in your experiment.
Huh?
I said I appreciate being a guinea pig in your experiment.
Mm.
Hey man, you're not a guinea pig. You're my brother, and
Hmm?
and this is my sister. And if any one of you call on me any day, I'll definitely be here. So that's just what it is. But again, you know, if y'all enjoyed the conversation, if you guys want to talk, do the do. You know what I'm saying? Just remember your boy hooked it
I'm
up.
done.
Nah, bro. She swiped left on me.
Oh,
I'm done.
oh, dang.
I am done. Who
I,
swiped left on
I
who?
saw I saw some indicator. Somebody raised a hand just now or something.
Yeah, I was just testing stuff out.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So I can have an audience in here where people just raise their hands. But yeah. Anyway, time is about to run out again. We have 5 minutes left on this call. I have a ton of questions, but I gotta call my girlfriend back, man. I sent her a link, and I think she's upset because she didn't click the link. Um, so
She could click
This is
on
the girl that I met.
Aisha, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You get into relationships very quickly.
I wouldn't say it was that quick. I wouldn't say it's that quick. Like, and then too, I
Yo,
wasn't necessarily looking for it. She just popped up in my snap. I was like, oh snap, and that's how it happened.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't. I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah, no, it's never, a lot of the times it's not what you go out looking for, it's what finds you.
Yeah,
So, I mean, as long as you're happy, hey,
yeah.
who am I to judge? I can't expect everyone to be single like me.
Well,
Slaps
you and
me.
you and my man Mark over
I see what you're trying to do, Nicole.
there.
I see what you're trying to do here.
Hey,
I see you're trying to be a
I just
matchmaker.
put it up in the air, man. That's what I do. I just throw it up in the
I
air.
see, I see what this is.
It do what
And
it
that's why
does.
I asked. I was like, what? You just want me to? It's just going to be the two of us and we're going to be talking about relationships? Huh. And you're not saying anything? Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but it's going to be a platform where men and women will meet each other, and they'll have conversations. They'll just communicate with each other, and
Okay.
you know,
I'm not mad at it.
yeah. So I gotta come up with like a payment system though, because I feel like I should be getting paid for my time doing the Lord's work.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you guys know anyone, who's interested in meeting um or online dating, you can send them this way.
mhm.
And maybe later on we can work out a percentage, you know what I'm saying? Cuz if I eat, my people eat too. So, but if you don't, then you don't eat.
Hmm. Okay. Well, the call is about to end.
Uh,
Um, I would love to do this again. If you would like to chat, Mark, I'm more than open and welcome into chat. Um, Nikhil, you have my number.
yes, I do. I'll send it to Mark.
Okay.
Hold up. Why she can't just send it now?
Wait, you
Or
want
she,
me to?
yeah, yeah, that's probably more appropriate.
Okay. What is your number?
929
Sorry?
929
929
387
387
2104.
And
2104.
good night. All right, all right, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I had my friend Akeem. His name is not Mark, it's Akeem, and her name is Jewel. And that's her real name. But I wanted both of them to be anonymous. Unfortunately, that was impossible since they both are signed up with their Gmail accounts that has their name attached to it. But I hope you guys enjoy this segment and you know look forward to more coming soon. Uh, yeah, have a good night. Peace, love, and unity. All right.